How y'all sleep? I have a feeling this is wrong, but we just don't deal with it. I don't know what's going on. That's crazy, right? That's real weird that this just, it's because I be moving it and I probably got this iPad in the room. It is what it is. Hey, y'all. Do I need to clean that screen? Is it like, hey, Rias. Hey, Sharika. Hey, y'all. You said, hey, y'all, my phone died during class yesterday. Okay. Well, hello. Hey. Hey, everybody. Good afternoon. I seen them pictures that your baby sent me. Mm-hmm. They're very interesting. Very interesting. That's why I couldn't see y'all. The light went up. Yeah. Yeah. Very. So I saw all them portals and everything. We're gonna show them, but I don't know if this iPhone has enough storage. So I gotta do some other stuff to move some stuff around. Cause this iPad and that iPad are on the same account. I'm still learning. This one has its own. So I might have to switch one of the somethings over here or something like that because I done took up all of them space. I love it. Hey. Hey, you. Hey, I was just talking about you. Thank you for them pictures. Auntie, I downloaded them on this iPad, but I don't know if they're on this one, so I'm going to check and see so that I can show the class if that's okay with you because those pictures are very interesting. Very. Thank you so much, Tendra. I appreciate you. I got that spray wax. It works. All I did was mist my hair with water. No, I take that back. I did use some setting lotion. But I just put the setting lotion on there and rolled them up on them rods and then sprayed that spray wax. It helped hold the curl for real. That should be fine. They let us take pictures. I'll wait until I know. That's why I didn't see. Just wait until I know. I'll wait till May 22nd. I'm going to wait till after the May. And then I'll do it. I'll do it once the park. Because when does the park officially open? I ain't trying to get sued either, girl. My grandson asked if I take my books to his Bible study class. I said, I'll order you. I said, because mine ain't leaving here. Hilarious. How old is your grandson? How old is your grandson? Girl, y'all trying to get me. It's fine to share? Okay. Okay, because I ain't trying. Y'all ain't getting no money. Yeah. We got official word we can post and share. Okay. 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 We'll probably do it either later on or tomorrow because I want to go look at some stuff real quick. You know how I am. Because I just seen it this morning. Girl, because Auntie ain't even learned how to get in the messages until today. I be having messages everywhere. It's messages on Instagrams, messages. I be trying to get to them. Sometimes I just be like, I'm about to go to sleep because goodness gracious, I got messages everywhere, emails and all kinds of stuff, text messages, baby. People be texting me. It'll be 3 days sometimes before I see it. My kids being called me. My daughter had called my son. I called him. I said, hey, son, what are you doing? He was like, Mom, I just called you. I said, which device did you call? Because I have stopped walking around with my phone and my iPhone, my iPad. Yes, girl. Listen, I'm trying to tell you, people being like, my family being message me. Baby, my mama sent me a text message and sent me a picture. I didn't see it till 6 hours later, 8 hours later. It might have been the next morning. He 18. Okay. Yeah. I can't. I just, I used to be really good at it. Now I'm horrible at messages. Because y'all got to realize my phone be on silent. My iPads, both of my phones is on silent. And both of my iPad, all my devices are off as far as notifications. Unless I'm specifically waiting on a specific person to send me something, everything in my house is on. Not do not disturb, but silent. So if I'm not looking at it, I won't even, ain't no flash, ain't no ding, ain't no nothing. And it's 1, 2, 3, 4. It's about 5 devices in here, and they all be on silent. So if I'm not looking at it or holding it, I will know that you messaged or anything. And I know that's bad, but it has started to consume my day, checking messages, checking the things y'all send me on TikTok, getting tagged on YouTube, all of what people are writing when they go back and watch class. You There you go. Hey, talking about hey ex-wife. Listen here. Oh yeah, we was internet married. I forgot, Daniel. I forgot we was internet married. I forgot about it. Look, it's been a while. Shoot. I guess. Mm-hmm. It's about the real time I got rid of the real one too. Amen. A to the man. Mm-hmm. I forgot we was internet married. I'm like ex-wife. Oh yeah, we was. I forgot we was internet married. Anyway, look, Mr. X Circle. That part. That part. So let's talk about it. The world economy. I know, and it did. Cause I was like, wait a minute. Then I thought about it. Yeah, we was. So can we play some Aaron Parnas videos? Y'all probably already seen them, but if you have not, we are gonna play a game called Did We Talk About It? Are y'all ready? I dang near should have made like a bingo game. I don't know why I didn't think about that and put the date on it. 2025, 2022. We should have made a bingo game of all the subjects that we talked about. And then as they filled in, put the dot on them. We should have made a bingo game. Cause we hitting. We hitting. You hear me? If life events that's going on right now was a game, we'd be winning. Anybody else feel like that? You'll be winning right now? If you had to put dots on, do you know how big that piece of paper would have been? Girl, I know. But we could have broke it down just to like main subjects, like food, blah, 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 agriculture, and then, put a few things in there. You know what I mean? Keish. We ain't got no time now, Keish. It's over. It's over. Australia. We have major breaking news right now. Global markets are spiraling because of Donald Trump's tariffs, and it's so bad that Japan's market. We have major breaking news right now. Global markets are spiraling because of Donald Trump's tariff. We have major breaking news right now. Global markets are spiraling because of Donald Trump's tariffs, and it's so. No, don't do that. What is you doing? The heck? This phone always doing. Did y'all hear the keyword? Some breaking news right now. The Trump administration suffered. We have some massive breaking news right now. We have major breaking news right now. The United States stock market is in free fall already. The Dow Jones opened about 1,300 points lower. The S&P 500 opened up. We have major breaking news right now. Global markets are spiraling because of Donald Trump's tariffs, and it's so bad that Japan's market just had to have a circuit breaker triggered in the Topix future market. That means that the sell-off has gone so severe that they literally had to slam the brakes on any future sales. That part, Nicole. Markets are spiraling right now, folks. It is an absolute bloodbath across the world. Japan's Nikkei index. Global markets are spiraling right now, folks. It is an absolute bloodbath across the world. Japan's Nikkei index has fallen 5%. Australian stocks are down 6.3%. South Korean stocks opened down 4.3%. Meanwhile, Donald Trump says that tariffs are a, quote, beautiful thing to behold and that it's necessary medicine for America to take. I'm not going to sugarcoat this. What's going to happen in the United States of America tomorrow in the stock market could be 2008 levels, 1987 levels. I mean, it could be very, very bad. I just did a full breakdown on my Substack, so be sure to subscribe. Did we? Did we? Did we talk about it? We talked about the stock market was going to crash, but it wasn't only going to be the American stock market. It was going to be the world's economy. It's going to happen simultaneously. Every single thing that these major events, they are going to affect every single human being living on the planet. Every single one. You said you have been spot on. If we play bingo, that would be a blackout card. That's what my niece just said. She said at this point we playing blackout, not regular bingo. I don't even know what that is, but I'm gonna say yes. I don't know what blackout is. Hey, Mari. I don't know what blackout is, but I know bingo getting the whole board. And if we had a end times bingo, baby, we'll be winning. We'll be able to check off everything on our card. You hear me? Listen, what's crazy is this, y'all. Covering the whole car. Oh, okay. Well, here we go. Then we in blackout then. You heard me? For real.
Don't forget the link to my bio and follow along for all the news you need to know about. There'll be more to come very soon. We have some breaking news this evening. Donald Trump is reacting to the stock market futures plunge, saying that sometimes you have to take medicine. This continues his metaphor of saying that the United States is currently undergoing surgery of some sorts, and now the United States is taking medicine in reaction to the fact that the stock market is literally plunging, and tomorrow we could see a stock market crash. He went on to say that he is not intentionally orchestrating any market sell-off, and that there will not be a deal with China regarding tariffs and trade until the trade deficit is solved.
That's
And
not
he went
the
on to
one.
say that he cannot say. We have major breaking news right now. Global markets are spiraling because of Donald Trump's tariffs, and it's so bad that Japan's market just had to have a circuit breaker triggered in the Topix future market.
We did that
means
one
that the
already.
sell-off has gone so severe that
Hold
we have
on.
breaking news right now. Overnight, global markets tanked in anticipation of
This-
the U.S. stock. We have breaking news right now. Overnight, global markets tanked in anticipation of the U.S. stock market opening today because of Donald Trump's tariffs. Global markets are taking across the board, and the United States stock market is poised for the largest drop in recent history. The Japanese markets in the K225 has entered a bear market, falling over 20% from the December high. German stocks were down, French stocks were down, UK stocks were down. French banks had their shares halted at market opening after a plunge. The MSCI Asia Pacific Index dropped 7.1% and is on track for its worst since 2008 during the Great Recession. Meanwhile, JP Morgan's chairman Jamie Dimon is sounding the alarms right now over the tariffs, saying that they are increasing the likelihood of a recession fast. Folks, the American stock markets open around 9:30 this morning, and it could be very well the worst stock market day in years. I'll do a full breakdown on my Substack, link to my bios.
In one of his other videos, he said, one of those analysts said, we're going into a Great Depression. Did we talk about it? Can we dot that on our bingo card? Hey? Hey? Can we dot that on our bingo card? My entire apartment lights were out Saturday night. Thank God I had my... You said you a light in the dark world. You know folks was outside trying to figure out how you had lights and nobody else did. Huh? Remix lyric change from get your stuff now to I hope you got your stuff, because the price are going way up. Yep. Did y'all see what China about to do? Did y'all see what China about to do? And you know what China gonna do with Japan and North Korea? Gonna jump right in on it. Y'all know what they about to do? They said since Trump went ahead and pushed them tariffs through, the hell with copyright infringement and intellectual property rights. They about to make everything that America come up with, they making it 5 cents on the dollar. So me and y'all cousin just did the math. That mean the iPhone that's $1,500 will be 75, baby. Sure did. They making everything 5 cents on the dollar. They about to get back. So an iPhone, well, the most expensive, not the most, the $1,500 one, 5 cents on the dollar, $75. They said the hell with copyright infringement. We make y'all stuff and you trying to, all right, man. Trump said he gonna put some more on them. They said, nigga, we making everything 5 cents on the dollar. We about to get all that bread. It don't matter if it's a heart machine. It don't matter what copyright infringement, what intellectual property rights. And it'll take us years to get up manufacturing to get to where they is to complete the demand. Oh yeah, they about to get back. They about to get back. So the Dyson, all of the different expensive electronics, 5 cents on the dollar. Go look at how much it is. Times that the dollar amount times you 5 cents, or 5 cents times whatever that is, and there go your Dyson, babe. I told my mom I had a dream last night. We were in our home and there was no powerful lights anywhere except for that part. And Amazon, majority of the items sold on Amazon is Well, China said they about to start making any and everything that we got over here for 5 cents on the dollar. So, 5 cents on the dollar. I said, oh. And y'all already know, if China do it, Japan, they done already clicked up. So they got a plan. Because if North Korea do it, China do it, and Japan do it, we hit. We hit. Well, they hit. We ain't. We gonna get back. But they gonna be hit. Unless the only way, I ain't gonna say, but I'm gonna say customs is where they can try to get that back. You know what I'm saying? Customs will be where they try to make up that difference of what they not getting from that if they do 5 cents on the dollar. But we're not gonna talk about it. We're not even gonna speak that into existence. Dad, you know what you about to do. Because guess what? If they can get to it, a lot of people will be able to get their survival stuff for a little bit of money. Mm-hmm. They will. If they paying attention. I mean, they go on and be getting to. Yep. Yep. They said anything that we purchase here, they about the 5 cents on the dollar. Ooh. Yeah. 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 So be paying attention. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Right. And they said every single thing, like say you come up with an invention and it go like viral or whatever, or you come up with a purse or whatever else it is, baby, they knocking it out. Everything. The Dysons, those nice hair dryers where you pull your hair. I've been wanting one, but $500 ain't never been in my budget for a blow dryer. It's gonna be 5 cents on the dollar. I probably could grab that. Mm-hmm. I can get that. Damn, that ain't bad. It ain't gonna be nothing but a few dollars. Probably about $35 or something. Yeah, I can get it now. But when it was 500, not ever in my life. Yep. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So will stuff be cheaper for a little while? If you can find a connect, nephew. 5 cent. Look, a $1,500 iPhone would only be $75. You said special report now meeting with Prime Minister Netanyahu. Yeah, it's about to go down. Y'all realize we only got a few days until they help us. Yeah. Hair care services for food, ingredients, and anything you missing. Yeah. Yeah. Well, like if you can get in on the thing before they get the slapping stuff down, pay attention. Cause they said they about to start knocking out everything. I said, ooh. Sound good to me. So people better wake up because this is a great opportunity. It is, nephew. It is. You just gonna have to, because you know they gonna be trying to do whatever, but right, I get it, but they always find a loophole. They always find a loophole. They always find a loophole, and we gonna pray that they do. That's what we praying for, the loophole. The loophole, so the people that couldn't get ready can get ready. That means you'll be able to get all the generators, the solar panels, all that stuff gonna be for the low too. 5 cents on the dollar. So if a $1,200 generator ain't gonna be nothing but about $60. You getting me? The $1,200 generator ain't gonna be nothing but $60. Cause if a $1,500 iPhone 5 cents on the dollar is 75, you see what I'm saying? Well, you gonna need to find that connect. You see what I mean? If you missed out on trying to get your baby one of the fishbowl, what's the names? This is gonna be the time to go looking. Yeah. Yeah. So be looking. Go definitely be looking for the right. Right. Alibaba, AliExpress, all of that. Yeah. Yeah. I got neighbors moving in, y'all. Yeah. See, sometimes it'll work out in your benefit. You see what I'm saying? Or if you got a business, you know, and you was gonna try to get a little bit of inventory for something, this would be a good time to do it. I mean, wait till you know that they didn't made the what's the name, but once they do, I'll be, hey, getting in there where you need to be. You hear me? So definitely pay attention to that. Definitely pay attention to that, because that means you'll be able to fill up a big crazy car for a little bit of nothing. Definitely. But anyway, back to this. So that might work out in our favor, honey. You never know. Oh, here we go.
Update because there's complete chaos on Wall Street right now. So there was a headline. All right, we have a major stock market update because there's complete chaos on Wall Street right now. All right, we have a major stock market update because there's complete chaos on Wall Street right now. So there was a headline attributed to Donald Trump's national economic advisor, Kevin Hassett, where Hassett allegedly, according to this headline from CNBC, said that there would be considered a 90-day pause on tariffs. That's not true. The White House has said complete fake news. There's no 90-day pause. Hassett allegedly, according to this headline from CNBC, said that there would be considered a 90-day pause on tariffs. That's not true. The White House has said complete fake news. There's no 90-day pause. There will not be a 90-day pause. The president is not considering a 90-day pause. And while markets initially shot up because of that headline, which many people cannot figure out where it's coming from, the markets are now crashing once again. So there is a complete communications kind of issue between what the White House is saying, potentially what their advisors are saying, what's happening on Wall Street right now. But ultimately, no 90-day pause, no break from tariffs. Tariffs will take effect, and as a result, the market is falling once again. I'm going to do a full breakdown of exactly what just happened on my Substack, so be sure.
Is this just happening in one place? Is it? So when people were saying they was gonna run here and run there and go here and go there, it's happening everywhere, boo. Everybody economy about to be shot. That miscommunication could also be a great tactic to take down a nation. Now that I'm thinking think about it. Who remembers us going and watching London is Falling or Olympus is Falling or whatever it is? Y'all remember us watching that? Yeah. And we watched it back a couple years ago. We didn't watch it pretty much every year since then. Do you all remember that the man was able to disable the American army and different things, different security systems that he had access to? He had all the codes to them. And this is how the invading army came straight in and was right in the White House. Right? Do you see it happening? You didn't fire people from the National Security uh, Office Association or whatever, the NSA, the nuclear people, the people that if a person wanted to come and start dropping planes over here, you done got rid of everybody in TSA. Think about the things that are being taken are the things that would allow us to be attacked easily by an invading army. My thing is, why would you go to a place where you're the odd one out? Think how mad it'll make these people to see you an outsider using their resources, baby. And everybody hate America now because we the reason why. I'll be right here. I mean, I know we gonna be messed up, but we gonna be messed up everywhere. I'll be listen, cause right now everybody hate Americans whether you did it or not. They do not like us. And you gonna try to run in somebody's country, you make yourself a target, literally. Unless they asking you to come, like Canada is saying, if you've been an activist, okay, you can come here. But what you think over time with what's about to happen, what y'all think people about to be feeling about good old USA folks? It ain't gonna be nice. And they already, listen. We the reason the world economy is falling. You said the devil you know versus the one you don't. This part. But as y'all can see, where's it not about to be happening at? People are about to be fighting over food everywhere. They're about to be fighting over gas everywhere. They're about to be fighting over bread everywhere. Buy as much yeast as you can. Hurry up. Or a type of leveler or whatever you want to call it. Leaven. And this is exactly why I'm learning multiple languages. Switch to the Haitian accent. Hit them with a Spanish and French. You don't know where I'm from. That part. But the crazy thing is, Mari, this system, this beast system is going to be everywhere because everybody is going to need help from whoever about to come in and act like the savior. Feed your people, but you have to implement this system. You cannot tell me that you don't see the mark of the beast by the end of this year, beginning of next year, with the world economy failing. Remember, this is how the Antichrist is going to come in. He's breaking it, not Trump, but the Antichrist is having these people that he is using, his kings. What make you even think about, remember when Trump put that crown on his head? And we know that every continent is going to have a king. And they report to the Antichrist. So, and he said, I'm going to be the last president. Well, we know that after it's about to be 7 kings. Revelations tells us it's going to be this 7 kings and the kingdoms. He didn't do that for no reason. He told y'all what it was. And Miss Jamila was telling me, y'all heard in class the other day, people called me crazy when I said the thing about the Pan American states. And whole time they really doing it. But it's already been done though. This is what I know. They talked about that. I knew about that probably over at least 8 years ago. I knew about the Pan American states. And now it's a thing. And they're trying to act like it's not what they're doing, but they are going to do it because it's already been in the plan. Already been in the plan. Good actors, you said it. The magazine cover with the Cheeto Man with the crown on his head. He's already describing. I'm trying to tell you, Nisi Pooh. He told y'all what it is. And look at everything that he's doing. It's implementing the system. It's implementing. We already know that the economic crash has to happen. There has to be the threat of war, like, but real for real, and we know that that's happening in order for the Antichrist to move in and for him to. That's why he doing whatever he want to do. A king do whatever he want to do. He don't worry about what nobody say. Boom. You can look at how he's acting, the things that he's doing, everything. It's lining up with the word to a T. And that's why I had the conversation with my mama the other day, and I said, I'm not saying God didn't choose Trump. Everybody got a role to play, but what did God choose him to do? Just like Herod. Herod, at the time of Jesus, the second, I knew that was gonna happen. Hold on, y'all. Hey, I'm in class. Oh, are you okay? Okay. All right. I'll call you back. Give me about an hour or so. Okay. Bye. Um, I forgot what I was going to say. What was I getting ready to say? What was he talking about? Oh, the king thing. The Trump and the king and the 10 kings and all of that kind of stuff. It's a real thing. It's a real thing. And it's crazy because, like I said, with my mama, I say, yeah, I mean, God chose him, but you have to realize that he chose him to implement the mark of the beast or be the last, like, little piece of it. Everybody got chose for something, but what did you get chose for is the question. What is it? And what he is doing is implementing the mark of the beast, period. Crashing the world's economy. That's what has to happen. We knew it. But to be living through it, I ain't gonna lie. I was a little nervous earlier today. Yeah. Not to mention the deadline for the real ID coming up. Oh, sis, all of this is happening. Look, that's what I keep trying to tell people. And like I told my mama, y'all need to go read. Y'all need to go look. Oh, whenever it do happen, I say, hey, the heifers is about to be sacrificed. You gotta have the real ID after the heifers have already been sacrificed. And right before this, I kept telling y'all, the stock market, ain't no money in it. Quit investing in it. And look, they said for the last 30 days that the stock market that went down $300 billion a day. For the last 30 days, the stock market that went down $300 billion a day. A day? A day. Billion, not million, billion. I was thinking about that last night. We are the closest to meeting Jesus than we have ever been before, nephew. And that's why okay, so do you understand why I don't understand why folks that is faithful in these churches, when I tell y'all, most of them don't even know what the mark of the beast. They don't even know what it is. They don't even know that it's a form of currency. They don't even they don't know. When you tell them, hey, Britain is about to start implanting stuff in people by 26, which is just now 8 months away. Well, that don't mean they're doing it over here in America. What? So you really just think that what's going on here is only going on here? You don't think it's going on nowhere else? You think that it's just right? Okay. They don't believe nothing, and that's scary to me, because now when I tell you, I keep understanding why God said they was gonna have eyes but they couldn't see. Like, it's a real thing. Me and my son was talking about this last night. Y'all remember when we read in the 12 patriarchs about how when you start to believe, come on, Darlene, you all in my stuff. When you start to believe a lie, Remember how it said it shows the person a peculiar vision and they seeing ain't right? It's right there in Revelations. Just the thought of Elijah and Enoch are coming down, having fire come down from their mouth. Yeah, yeah. Just like most people didn't realize a lot of the trafficked children just ain't from Africa, but right in people's backyard. The people that the state was taking from people, the kids that they was taking from people, is the kid made most of the kids. That's why nobody ever, the judges never believe the children in foster care because they're the ones that's pimping them out. So why would your pimp listen? They don't. Mm-hmm. Now I see the term, okay, perish for lack of knowledge, that too. But look at this. My son said, Mom, think about it. They can't see, right? What's happening? Well, no, excuse me. I said to him, he said, he don't know how they don't see. And I said, son, think about it. The same spirit that makes them see what it wants them to see is the same spirit that is blocking their eyes. So I said, you know how like when a person, when a spirit comes to the surface, you can see the person's eyes change. That's also when the person says they don't remember doing nothing. So they literally pull the shades down on the person's eyes. And this is why we can tell when the eyes change, because that person is not looking through their body. It's like they're knocked out, they're unconscious, they're whatever. They don't even remember that it happened. Well, the Bible says when you start to believe a lie, the same thing happens. You're deceived. You can't see right. So when the spirit that causes you to deceive other people, it blinds you as well. It literally pulls the shutters down on your eyes, and you can't see, because you've chosen to only see the peculiar vision that demon is giving you. So it makes sense as to why they can't see. It makes sense. And then again, going back to the class about mammon and money, that is a peculiar vision that the spirit of mammon has spread throughout the earth, is it not? I literally just watched this on Supernatural. You literally just watched what on Supernatural, nephew? You literally just watched what? About the spirit's eyes flipping when they go black? when the eyes go black, and then they start talking out the person's body, and then they come to and they're like, yeah, yeah, it's a real thing. Yeah. And I didn't seen it in real life too many times. I told y'all that guy that I was with for 3 years, baby. I used to do like this when he used to talk to me. He said, "What are you doing?" I said, "Mm-mm." Because at different times, I knew who was talking to me. And when that nigga said to me, I'm the king of the father of lies, baby, them eyes was so, it wasn't no whites. Let me get on. Okay, I'm going to head out. And that's exactly what he tried to do, make Auntie head right on out. Because right after that, nigga, I was coming back from somewhere that was real, real hot. I said, you can do whatever you want to do. I'm going to go on and head out. And not the way you was trying to send me out of here. I'm going to just leave this relationship and go on about my business. Because you want to take me to the underworld. And that ain't funny to me. Because I know if I would have died that day, baby, I would have not been in a nice place. I know that for sure. No, thank you. Charmed Angel, Buffy the Vampire Slayer, all of them was telling us, including Dark Angel with the human genetic mutations. I watched every last one of them shows, nephew. Every last one of them. Did. Because I wanted to understand. But you got to think about it again. Everybody was told magic was make-believe, but I had a great auntie. My mother's auntie was a whole witch, and everybody knew it. They said she could make fingernails move across the table. Don't ever brush your hair around her. Don't be careful of going to her house to eat and everything. She be making people go to jail. She done unalive some husbands with magic. Ain't nobody got time for that. I probably been in that lady's house that I can remember 2 times, and I never went in. Never. And they were fire and accurate. Yep, my ex told me he was God and the devil on several occasions. I was like, block that part. I saw a post yesterday, a lady working in a nursing home was saying, can someone explain to me why when a person is dying they have a smell of roses or sulfur? Interesting. It's a real thing. Who feel like we in a movie? Raise your hand if you feel like we are in the epic of Jesus. Anybody? I feel like me today. I feel like I'm in the epic of Jesus. Cause what the heck? We definitely is. Listen, right. Epic of Jesus, the last days. I'm trying to tell. Who would have known we was living in the last days? We ain't even living in the man. The flip flop on the flip flop is how I feel right now. Listen, they deceived everyone and sold it as entertainment. Come on. Listen. Listen. The final chapter, I feel like Black Dorothy. Well, what happened and how did I get here? Where's Toto? That's not Toto. 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 Nigga, where is we at? We is not in Kansas no more at all. Toto. Toto. Oh, Toto. Toto. Okay. And then we got this nigga over here talking about auntie. Niggas in the White House acting like the cowardly lions. Oh yeah, you're right. We is in the. Where is the flying monkeys at? Oh, I forgot they was here last year and earlier this year, flying around watching us and stuff, picking up people and putting blue beams on people's houses and stuff. Listen. Goodness gracious. Oh. Listen. It feel like a movie. It feel like a culmination or a compilation, excuse me, of all the movies that we have ever watched. Final Destination. all of them. All of them. The Book of Eli, Red October, Terminator, Alien, Shocker, or what's the one with Fallen with Denzel Washington? We got that going on. We got, you said if not Alice in Wonderland. Listen, Bird Box and Black Mirror. Right. What else we got? Back to the Future. Let's not forget that. Right. 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 That's why I said them was the flying monkeys, the Dior bags. We had them earlier. Uh-huh. Yeah. 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 Oh, and don't forget Outbreak. We got Outbreak going. What else? Independence Day. Uh-huh. iRobot, definitely. Did y'all see Kawasaki's new what's the name? Sweet Tooth for sure. Excuse me. And what's the name? The Wheel of Time, because they putting up all these portals everywhere. Total Recall and Jack and the Beanstalk. Game of Thrones. The Magician. Evil is happening now. When the World Stood Still, Grimm, Stargate, all of them. Listen, you said I never seen the End Time with Justin Timberlake, but I'm gonna say yes. Leave the World Behind. Uh huh. you call it? What's the other one? Thief in the Night and Left Behind too. You said you found what? Found one family, a 3-gallon gravity-fed water bag with 2 filters. Okay, all right. Did you see the train flipped off the bridge here in Indy yesterday? No, no, no. Where? On the east side? Where? Harlem Nights and the Maids and Color Purple in Full Circle. That part. That part. On Southeastern by the Justice Center. No way. The bridge collapsed? What? So out there by the club that don't nobody working until they all the way broke. Yep, I go out that way almost every day. That's out there by what's the name? Yep, I've been out there about 3 times. I don't know what it's called now. Only reason I know where Southeastern is because that place is over there. I think it's a big yellow big building. That one. That one. A Thief in the Night was trying to remember to tell my friend to watch it. Out there by Southeast. Day, I know it. I know that's the only reason I know about it. And I think it's a pull apart out there or something too. I think. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Moving on. That's crazy. I hope nobody was hurt. But guess what? Do you know y'all got a serial killer? Did you know that? I be on your cousins. You make sure you keep something with you. Because did you know it's a serial killer in Indy right now? Yes. Y'all got a serial killer right now in Indy. And they keeping it quiet, but y'all got a serial killer. Yeah. Yeah, they keeping it quiet. Y'all got a serial killer right now in Indy. Yep. And I knew this a few months ago. I seen it probably before December or maybe around that time. And I started telling my daughters, make sure y'all got y'all mace and y'all need to have y'all impact pins because neither one. Yes, it's a serial killer in Indy. Mm-hmm. It's a serial killer in Indy. And that's why I've been telling my girls, when y'all go out, y'all need to make sure, yeah, well, you need to tell, it's a serial killer in Indy. They keeping it under wraps, but baby, it is a serial killer in Indy. Yes, it was on the news. That's what's so crazy. And then people was talking about it on TikTok. And many people throwing large nails on the highways, just being silly. But think about it. We read about the world's heart is about to grow cold if it ain't already. Yeah. Yeah. All black women. You know about it. So you know about it. It's all black women. Yes. So you know about it. She not me. Yeah. Told you, Dad. He told you, yeah. Yeah. Told you. They ain't saying nothing, but yeah. Yep. And it's been for a while. Because I know for over 6 months, I've been telling my daughters, y'all need to be careful, like going out at night. You been peeping it? Uh-huh. Yeah, it's a serial killer and they not saying nothing. Probably because it is all black women. You know, if it was 5 white women in a row, baby, they'd be on it. In Indianapolis. But he probably all over. Yeah, it's a serial killer in Indy. Yeah. Yeah. In real life. So please spread the word. Anybody that's got people in Indianapolis or even any part of Indiana right now, because you know, they'll travel. They'll go 45 minutes up the highway, 30 minutes this way. They'll even drive an hour, you know, out whichever way. You know what I'm saying? To get done what they need to get done so they don't, you know, be whatever. But yeah. Yeah, it's a serial killer in Indy right now. Sure is. I didn't mention that to y'all. I probably should have did that. And think about it. Chicago ain't nowhere, and Kentucky or Ohio ain't nowhere, and Michigan ain't nowhere. It ain't nowhere. You can get to Michigan. They got places you can get to Michigan in less than 2 hours. They got places you can get to Kentucky in 45 minutes. Different places in Ohio don't take that long, and they will go right in their little metropolitan area. So yeah, all these was different ages of women. It wasn't just like they was targeting sex workers. Yep, no, these young ladies, young women. Yeah, I saw that. Mamas and everything. And it's yep, yep, yeah. You said watch the bondsman. Okay, okay. Well, be careful, y'all. And Wisconsin too. Right. That's what I'm saying. Them places ain't nowhere. And y'all know they be moving in. They move like that. They don't care about going 45 minutes out. Yep. Who remembers me telling y'all I've been stalked before? Several times. And this is why I don't be bringing people to my house, no matter where. I'll be like, no, no visitors, right? Because then people just pop up. They just look like the one person I told you about. Even with that, like people will be sitting outside waiting to catch me outside and all that weird stuff. It's a brother that just put a video on. This is for the men and the women. I need, even though y'all already know this, but I need y'all to hear this because maybe if I say it because y'all love me, y'all don't really be, y'all be like whatever. But listen to this. See if I can find it.
Kill you. Each time he shows up where he's not supposed to be, he's working up to. A man that stalks you will kill you. Each time he shows up where he's not supposed to be, he's working up the nerve to follow through. A man that stalks you will kill you. Each time he shows up where he's not supposed to be, he's working up the nerve to follow through.
A woman that stalk you will kill you, and a man that stalk you will kill you. That's why I don't play that. They'll be in your closets, at your job, and I have been stalked more times than I care to say. And I guarantee you, I will be fighting for my life for real. It is not cute that he popping up or she popping up everywhere you at. Be careful. They ain't just ran into your friends. They ain't, that stuff is serious. Do you hear me? Ain't nothing cute about it. I saw that. I said, I'm planning this for my little babies and some of my old babies too. Because people don't believe that. They think it's cute for a piece. I don't want nobody to be obsessed with me. I don't want no obsession. I don't do jealousy. I don't do none of that. No. Them all run with murder and rage. No, thank you. A well-known dude here in Indy just got locked up in Georgia for aggressive stalking. Girl, send me his name in my email day. Send me his name, Day. Hurry, please. I want to see who it is. I want to know if I know them or know their daddy or uncle. Girl, why my toes done curled up like this in my socks? Why my toes, as soon as you said that, look, like this. God, please don't let it be nobody I know. Please don't let it be nobody I know. Please don't let it be nobody I know. Oh Lord, is it one of my homeboys? You know, I hope I don't know him either. Too funny. But niggas in Indy is stalkers though. The most times I've been stalked, it was there. Talk about come home, niggas sitting in your driveway, baby, in the backyard. You know, like on the east side in the backyard. And drive through the alley and get in your backyard. Yeah, go through the front, nigga sitting in the back with the lights out, parked over where you can't see if you look out the window to see who in the backyard. You said, why is you over here? And how you get in my house? Crazy. Girl, you will never believe. Baby, listen. I done been at the... Listen. Like, how did you even know I was here? Is you following me? What is wrong with you? just happened to hit the block. You a lie. You a lie. Mm-mm. Mm-hmm. I used to call my homegirl and be like, come pick me up so I can see. You don't know her car, so I'm gonna drive by my house and see if you done hopped in one of your other rides and sitting outside my house in the parking lot. I ride through. She know what he look like. I'm riding through my parking lot in my own apartment, like this in a seat. I'm like, you see her? Okay, what about? Act like you looking for something, girl. And that's why. And see, I was going through all that before the air tags. But a nigga did have a spy business, and so I did have pins in my house and other items that I didn't know were cameras. Cameras in my vents too. Open the thing. You can hear everything that was going on. I had no idea. No idea. Mm-hmm. Just as crazy. Woo! It ain't funny, but it is. I'm just happy I lived through it. Cause anytime a nigga can tell you when you're crossing the Albuquerque border and you ain't talked to him in a day or so. Like literally as you're crossing the Albuquerque border, you call my phone and say, good job getting into Albuquerque. And this was in like 2007. Wasn't no damn Apple tag in 2007. And I ain't talked to you in 2 days. And I stopped at my family's and for a whole day in another state, so you wouldn't have known when I got to that border unless you had a tracking device on my car. And did. Because he called me as soon as I made it to Arizona and said, good job. I better not see you. My auntie said, yep, he got a tracking device on your car, so I told y'all. Yeah. Just crazy, girl. Mm-hmm. I told y'all, listen, I done met the craziest of the crazies. I promise. And you would never know they was crazy looking at them. And they walk around just fine, got all the change and all of this, and then be crazy. That's how I know Puffy crazy. You said Chicago too? That's how I know, girl, everywhere. I had a stalker here. I ain't been no place where I ain't had no stalker. I had a stalker in Arizona. Nigga, I had a stalker everywhere I live. What you mean? What is wrong with you? And it ain't even, I'm talking about people I used to hang out with too. Not just people I dated. Like, that's why I be, that whole single white female thing, single black female, single anybody female, that thing is real. In real life. I done been stalked by women that I didn't want to be their friend no more. Ain't no sexual nothing there, baby. I done been stalked by women too. That's why I don't play that. My stalker when I was in Kentucky, show was from Indiana. Girl, I'm trying to tell you. They be crazy. Mm-hmm. Yep. They be crazy. Chicago people is crazy too. Pretty much everywhere. You been stalked by women too? Yeah, that girl, they the worst ones to be stalked by, for real. My stalker was from Michigan and Nevada. I was getting ready to say, don't forget Louisiana. They be crazy too. Can I be honest with you? I don't like when people be stalking people's pages. Like you say you don't mess with them, but you always looking on their page. You always know everything they doing. That's stalker mentality to me. When you spend the night and y'all about to go to sleep, then you find out they crazy and have a sleep. Ooh, Mari, get out my business. Get out my business, Mari. That out of Louisiana. Nigga woke up with a two hands. I'm like, whoa. What is wrong with you chanting and stuff? Oh, no. No. My baby daddy's baby mom used to stalk me too. Shorty used to blow up my inbox and everything. Girl. You said you know lying about Louisiana. I stay in my home. Listen, my ex still tries to keep in touch with my parents. Ugh! That is so cringy to me. Chicago South Shore, it was a wrap. Uh oh. I don't like that. Don't be trying to talk to my family, my kids, my nobody. Go away. My stalker stalked me because she couldn't understand why her ex chose me over her. Girl, auntie, imagine leaving home and that person sitting outside asking you if you need a ride. This part, auntie, that's why I said I don't play that funny stuff. I don't care what you was doing. When I don't talk to you no more, I'm not going to your page. I'm not going to look for you. I don't, anybody that I know you and I know they still talk to you, any social media that we have together, I'm blocking everybody. I don't want you knowing what I'm doing in my life. If I don't talk to you no more, I do not want you to watch me. I don't want you to look at me. If I'm not talking to you, I don't want you looking at me. What is you doing? It's weird. It's weird. Listen, that part, nigga, we can't be friends. Stop calling my mama, girl. And that's why I don't let people meet my family. And don't. What you need to meet my mom and my brothers for? I was married. I told you I was married for 5 years. The only family member my ex-husband met, he met my auntie. He met my little cousin and his wife. And he met my mama. Nobody else. So 3 or 4 people. Not he didn't meet my brothers. He ain't met my uncles. He ain't met none of them. No. Or when you break up with the man and his mama decides to try to stay in your business and stalk you and your mama. Girl, I'm trying to tell you, my baby daddy, other baby mama used to follow me to school asking if I need a ride to. Listen, come on, Deborah Cox, how did I get here? That part. A lot of females run their mouth and tell where everybody live to somebody that they think they know and don't even know nothing about them. Girl, that's another reason why I don't. Because folks, when they don't got no business, the only business they report is other people's. Who they know. They say names when they talking about people. They gonna tell you, oh, no. No. I didn't have people pop up in my house like, how you, I ran into your sister. She told me. I said, don't give out my number. Don't tell nobody what state I'm in. It don't matter. That is not your business to tell. How can I get him back? Why would you want him back? Here you go. I'm trying to tell you. My uncle got divorced a few years back and he still tries to pop up and help his ex-in-laws. That's so cringe. I'm trying to tell you, go away. And she married a Garcia so she wouldn't have to give her up. Because I wouldn't give her name. My name, that part. Listen, yep, that stalker I had last year, it was my friend's husband had to cut her loose. She was spilling everything about me to this dude and it make him want you. Crazy girl. This why this nigga showing up everywhere I go. Quit running my, and that's when I don't, certain business, I don't talk about it to people. Because, first of all, how this nigga know on my business? I don't like folks that pillow talk about. Don't do that. I'm a mean friend, I guess. Maybe I don't need no damn friends, because I'm telling you right now, that's the fastest way to get you kicked out of my life. That is the fastest way. You can't tell me. You can't call a nigga to come pick you up from my house that I've been before I got my first place. There's a lot of women in. Oh yeah, your nigga can't come pick you up from my house. Nope. They can't drop you off at my house and they can't pick you up from my house. Oh hell no. Nope. Have them meet you somewhere at the gas station. I'll drop you off. Nope. When I'm done with you, I'm done with your whole family. Y'all don't exist to me no more. That part, okay. Now I will say that if my bonus children were to call me and ask me for advice, I would answer for them, like my ex-husband's children. But calling them and stuff, I don't. He called my kids. I don't mess with that. But if they need me or if they needed something from me, they know that I help them. But calling them and checking on them, I don't do that. But my ex-husband stays on my kids' social media, stay calling them, all of that stuff. I don't do any of that. I don't call his mama, his aunties. I don't call nobody. None of my exes. I'm not staying in contact with none of your people. because I don't want you reporting I don't want whoever that is reporting my business back to them. No. Mm-mm. Why do I need to talk to your people for? Why do I need to be around them? We was cool, but I don't know. Maybe is that mean? I don't care if it is. I don't want nothing to do with it. It's time to let go. I'm trying to tell you. Yeah. Thank you so much, Ash. I don't, but I'm like that with my friends. If I find out, like, say, God forbid, me and Queen fall out, and Rika or Auntie, I know y'all still cool. As much as I would love and miss y'all, I'm not gonna talk to y'all either. If this person caused problems or started a lot of drama in between, like you calling friends and stuff, I'm cutting the whole clique off. Everybody gotta go. Me to my friend, why is your husband asking my boyfriend about our sex life? Check your husband before I do. We can't be friends. Yeah, that part. Yeah. Auntie, weird stuff. People is weird. Yeah. Mm-mm. I've been in some crazy. Listen. You can't do too much walking around my nigga or you're going to have to leave. If all of your conversations, when we sitting up in a group of adults, go to the bedroom talk, you are not invited back to the... If you can't talk about nothing but that, like we can talk about relationships. But I had a neighbor that would come over and talk about her snatch in front of my husband. And I said, he don't need to know all that. What is you doing? Girl, I'm just saying, because, what? Girl, talking about how you done just got waxed and all this stuff. The whole time her husband was sleeping with a dude, so it made sense. Because she was super extra. Bragging about how he just buy her whatever he want and he always out of town at work and all of this and she don't got to do this and she don't got to do that. Girl, because you is the beard. And I knew because when my ex-husband's cousin came over, honey, he was like, ooh, that is a big fine man, honey. And I was like, wait a minute, did I miss something? Because I could have thought I saw that nigga rubbing on his chest when he seen you, but I was like, maybe he had heartburn or something. He said, no. You saw exactly. I said, oh, that is not my business. I'm just going to go on in the house. And eventually they was going off to the gas station and stuff together too. They rode to the gas station and was gone for 45 minutes. And the gas station was 4 minutes from my house. Anybody want to tell me what they think was going on there? And whenever that cousin came over, and he didn't come over a lot, oh boy, I always came outside. And found his way on our porch. I wish somebody would talk about their... Listen. And we all out here... I mean, now don't get me wrong. We have conversations here, but it is in context most times. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, it's not just... I mean, you said they was pickle playing. Listen, nephew. And get this. I don't care who you sleep with. I do not care who you sleep with. Y'all know that ain't... I don't got to stand in judgment for who you screw. That's on you. But I do also understand that there are a lot of people out here that are living lies. And it's not just men. It's women. It's women. Did y'all hear old boy say women in the church acting all sanctified and whole time they having cat play? But I've been said that a long time ago. I grew up apostolic. And if you do not allow children when their hormones get to going, the devil don't care. Premarital sex is premarital sex. It doesn't matter if it's with a man or a woman. It's still premarital sex, is it not? Hello. Doesn't matter the sex. It's sex. And so what was going on was so that they don't get pregnant. Oh, because I'm still a virgin because I never been with a man. Girl, you'd have been bust down by 15 church chicks. Stop it. Stop. What we not going to do. We're not going to do this. Your first kiss was with a girl in a church. Don't be talking about me and my husband. You know, I remember when you kissed her. You said, yep, God been dealing with me on lust. Listen, you think lust ain't going crazy right now? Of course it is. Believe it. It's not just you, nephew. The devil is sending any and everything he can your way. In your dreams, in your thought life, everything. It's a real thing. You're not the only one. Auntie be having to anoint her eyes and ears before she go to sleep because the devil try to bring stuff back to you from 1972. Put all those great evenings in your mind. It's a real thing. I guarantee you it's some, listen, it's a real thing. You said constant battles. You said I'm in that section too. Oh, we will. I ain't gonna say we all are, but those that are, we right there together. Because the easiest way to enter a person is sexually, huh? That's the easiest way for a demon to get into your spirit is sexually. Them bushes have been caught. You ain't gotta tell me. I already know. I already know. And you gotta think, they don't start calling you in the physical first. So I've been resting, but I need to know how to get those curls. Flexi rods. Flexi rods. I put some, what's the name on them, and that's it. And some, what you call it? Listen, it's a real thing. It's a real thing. Flexi rods, and I use, what you call it? Old school. Let me show y'all how ghetto I am. Blessed oil hitting spots that it never hit before. I'm trying to tell you, auntie, because I'm not gonna give in. You hear me? And I'm not saying it don't be hard, and that's why I be trying to tell people this ain't the fake church over here, baby. We talked about all the struggles. Every last one of them. So let me tell y'all. Oh wait, let me show y'all. Y'all remember all that soap we went and bought at Christmas time from Five Below? You can't tell me your auntie ain't hood. I needed me a foam bottle, and I said, "Oh, this will be perfect." I just wiped it out, so I put my because you can turn this into foam if you put it in here with a little water. So I put me some Lotta Body, and it make a perfect hair foam thing, dude. Boom. You hear me? I'm gonna put that right there. I rinsed it right on there and put my foam in there. And then after I put them on the rods, I use this 2-in-1 spray wax. And that's it. You said I knew it was Lotta Body. Yeah. Yeah. I use what work. Ain't nothing wrong with that. It's called improvise. I'm trying to tell you. Why I'm going to go out and buy a bottle when I got about 5 of them under the counter? Because once they run out, I'm going to keep using this. I'm just going to go get some refills. Perfect commercial for reduce, reuse, and recycle. I'm trying to tell you. Baby show did. And it right under the counter. Indeed. Yeah. Waste not, want not. I'm trying to tell you. Auntie gon' listen. It's gotta be glue wax, 2-in-1 spray wax. Spray wax. Yep. Yep. Spray wax. And it don't make them, it makes them firm, but it don't make them crunchy. Yeah, you welcome. Mm-hmm. And I slept with my bonnet on, and I done took on some. You know, I ain't broke them up yet. They breaking up right here because I'm always moving this. But the rest of them still in there. It's 24 hours later, and they still, you know. And I wear hoodies and all of that, so I'm grateful. Cause that little, my little army hat, I like that. I like that hat. I like hats. I don't get to wear them as much because I'll never go outside. And then I'll be looking crazy having on hats in here with y'all, but I have a lot of hats. A lot of hats. And I be wanting to wear them, but I don't go nowhere. So I'll be happy when I finally do get to wear one or two of my hats because I'm a Blossom kid. If you know the show Blossom, I used to have all of them. Girl, I bit into it. You know it's completely solid. It's a completely solid. It's, you know how now the chocolate rabbits are hollow, but back in the day ours everything was solid chocolate. Y'all remember that? Our bunnies back in the 80s and 90s, early 90s, all the way up, they was solid chocolate. Y'all remember? Now they make them hollow where you bite ain't nothing in it. No ma'am, it's solid. It's 3 or 5 ounces of solid chocolate. Yep, solid, babe. I was thinking that too, that it was gonna be hollow. No ma'am, I thought something was gonna be in there. It's solid chocolate. It's 5.3 ounces, 150 kilo. No, I'm sorry, 150 grams of chocolate. Yep. Look, that's all I got through. But y'all, have y'all heard about the fake bread, right? I just twisted and bent and folded a piece of bread and it snapped back in place like plastic. Yeah, they said it's hair in there. You saw it? You saw it too, didn't you? You saw it. That's why I didn't want to. I told you. I said, oh, okay, well, then I understand. Interesting. And I didn't realize it's and I didn't realize it's a 5-point star. Look. See how they just be putting it in there? You don't even realize it. With a circle in the middle. And it says on the outside, free wizard and witches cards inside. And I already got my wizard card. Yep. That's why I be telling you the design is in everything. It's a 5-point star. Excuse me. With what's on the top of there? That whole triangle looking deal. It is Chrysler's old logo. You said it. It sure is. It sure is. Yep. It sure is. That's crazy. But think about it though, y'all. Think about how many things we have held or mm, think about how many things we have held or been around and we had no idea. The thing we saw in the Harry Potter side of the park. All right. Out of our studies, we are hyper aware of symbols now. Yes, pumpkin. I'm trying to let me see if some of them pictures is in here. I don't know if they gonna come up over here or not. Let's see. Because I know one of them is running. So no. Let me see. Oh, they is in here. You don't care if I show them? Your mama said it's okay. So look, y'all. Tell us, this is the portal to the new park, right? Y'all see they got the what's the name at the top for conducting energy. And above that it says, for in dreams we enter a world that is entirely our own. Oh, that's a wand at the top of there too. No. Oh, you took them and sent them to her? You said, yep, that's the Harry Potter Ministry of Magic. That's what I wanted us to do. Thank you, Tanisha. Whoever got your angel book or your signs and symbols books, grab them, please, if you can. If you can't, that's fine. We're... It's probably right in my freaking face. Where are you? Where is my freaking angel book? Y'all, do y'all see it? And I don't... It might be in my room. Or I might have just looked completely over it. Dictionary of Angels. It must be already down somewhere. Angels and Demons. Is it in my room? Oh, no. Right there. Girl, clean your office up and you can find it. So, right? Y'all saw these. Did you take this with you, Nisha? I got it, girl. That's because the books is slanted, so ain't nothing where it's supposed to be. But look. Which picture is it? This one. Look, y'all. These is all the angel symbols in a pentagram. You know where they get this from? You said that's the one of the ones they stole. Interesting. Who stole it? Who stole it? And this is a different one, isn't it? And these is two different ones. Or is that the same? No, that's different. The movers at Disney or the movers at y'all house? There was 3 different ones. No way. Just like what they were showing in Evil. It sure is, nephew. Where they was playing genetics with the kids. The movers when we moved from Florida. Oh. Oh, they stole your signs and symbols books? I'm confused, girl. So listen. We missing one more thing. Where is it? Where are you? Where did I put it? I need to clean my office, y'all, and quit being trashy. They stole all but one of our signs and symbols books. No, girl, that's why I do not like people. And see, people used to laugh at me when I used to say no because they gonna steal my books. Girl, don't nobody want them books. Actually, as my grandbaby says now, actually, they do. You no, say you don't want no book. Where is my dang it? Okay. I know it's in here. I just have to figure out where I put it. Oh, it might be in my room. Grr. I don't know. And I'm not going in there to look. So it's in here somewhere. Well, we'll just move on. We're gonna move on because I don't know where it is. I do not know. Interesting. Heck yeah, they still, especially, yeah. That's why when I told you, when people was asking what did I have in my totes, I said don't worry about it. But remember I told y'all when I moved here, I put all of my special books and stuff. I put all my books under clothes, and then through like newspapers and stuff on top of that. So even if you kept digging down about halfway through the bucket, you just going it's clothes. You think it's a whole bunch of heavy clothes in there, baby. My books was all on the bottom of there. I put them under food and everything. Yep, people are horrible. So let's go through this sign and see what I was looking for my alchemy thing that y'all sent me. Oh, I got that other one. I think it was Day that sent me that. It was either Day or why is it not up here? That's not it. There you are. Let me see. Is it on here? No. Dang it, where is my thing at? I don't know where I put it. It might be in my room. It gotta be because I don't even see it right here. And it's normally right here. I don't know. I don't know where the damn thing is. Oh, right in my face, girl. It's hiding behind the box. All right. Who got one of these? Or something similar to this? Y'all got one of these? Or something similar where you can go look at the alchemy symbols? Because that's what these is. They alchemy symbols and the symbols for the angels. Grab it if you have, or screenshot a thing of the alchemic table of symbols. Like you can go online and get it, and we gonna see what this is right here. Do y'all want to do it or no? Y'all want to see what this is? How they? Cause the kids is looking at it. The people are just going there. We might want to know what all it represents, or y'all scared? You scared or not? You probably need a pen and paper. I need my clippy thing, my sticky thing. So as I find it, I can. There they go. Thank you, Dad. They be right here in my face. All right, I got time. I'm gonna run to the restroom anyway. So y'all go get your stuff. We going on an adventure. Thank you to Miss Nicole and your mom. And send me y'all address so we can send y'all some the books y'all lost. Thank you for blessing our class. Can y'all send me y'all address, please? I should wait a minute. I might already have it on the box. Never mind. Hold on. I might already have it. Send it anyway. Send it anyway so we can get y'all some, y'all 2 out of y'all 3 books back. Seeing as how y'all be sending us all this amazing stuff to put in the library. I want to thank you to everybody that has contributed to our WOIU library, because it is phenomenal. Our library has so many cool things in it. It kind of makes you feel like you're living in a Harry Potter or Game of Thrones movie. Miss Rose, thank you for making my shoes, because like a kid, I still be super excited when I... Sound like my door open. I still be super excited when I go outside and come back in and my shoes be glowing in the dark like a kid. Still be excited, so thank you, because I got them on right now, as you can see. And I ain't wore my other ones in a while, because these is, kind of special to me. All of them are, but I don't know why these kind of make me feel like when I was younger and stuff. Like I got some jellies on almost. Listen, I'll throw a little ginger and Milo's lemonade in too. You said, oh, I'm trying to be good, don't dangle no... Wait a minute. Wait a minute, because why I got me some in Aldi's? I want to go put mine in the freezer now, but I was nervous. I was going to save it for Friday. But I really want to try it. And then, can I tell y'all what I got? And I want to tell y'all what I want to mix together. You had them? The ones from Aldi's, Mari? The little frozen things? Y'all want to know what I want to make? I think y'all want me to show y'all? I think it's going to be good, too. I'm about to show y'all. Hold on. I just got them yesterday, too. Just got them yesterday. I think these gonna be fire together. So I got the pina colada and the tropical hurricane. And then I got some strawberry lemonade sorbet and some pineapple sorbet. Yeah, in the blender with a pretty cup. I ain't never had these ones. But baby, I'm gonna blend them up with this strawberry lemonade, with this tropical hurricane, and then this pina colada with this pineapple. Baby, who? Baby, yes. Yes, I am. This is going to be a treat for me at some point in time in the next couple of weeks. Maybe when it get hot. Might get fancy and do me a layered cup of it. You know what I mean? A pretty stripy cup of pineapple and then whatever. That'll be real nice too. You said, baby. Wait a minute. Gotcha, Tasha. You want them deep fried with lemon pepper? Come on now. But don't y'all think that'll be good? Y'all don't think them two, like, to mix them two and make you a little slushy? A grown up slushy? Babe, I saw that. I said, I'm going to do that. Yeah. Yeah. What's Milo's lemonade, nephew? I'm going to have to look up Milo's lemonade. I'm going to have to look it up. Oh, you can't. Oh, you can't have no slush, but you can get the ice cream. Got it. And if I'm fancy, throw in some nerds. Okay, I like nerds. I've always liked nerds. Yeah. Milo's go crazy. Okay, I never had it. Never had it. I'm gonna have to look it up. I'm gonna have to look it up. Hold on, y'all. 1 second. Okay, Milo's. I know now. Hold on one moment. Also, y'all, to those of y'all that read He Came to Set the Captives Free, do you all see that Black Mass chapter coming to life in our world right now? I had a person in my house and I wasn't there. He was mad, didn't know where I was, tried to set my apartment on fire. Baby, didn't been there. Bleached all my clothes. This would be a great Friday. I'm gonna try. Oh, you said what now? This would be great for a Friday night. That part. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, I keep forgetting people be in the beginning of class because I'm like, wait a minute, what? But I forgot. No, I know, but I forget that now. If you come in, you gotta fast forward to get to where we at, or you're watching it live, but it's not really live. Yeah. So my pinky nail, my hand, finger. Remember I told. Well, I don't know if I told y'all, but my nerves, right here. So now my pinky been getting stuck like it used to a lot when I was little, which is crazy. Which means I need to strengthen these muscles in my arm. I'm thinking I have to be, cause now it be like twitching. Not you wait till I'm 45. I'm 45 to go back to twitching. It used to happen a lot when I was a little kid. Now, not so much. I mean, and then it didn't, and now it is like every day, which is crazy. I don't too much care for that. I do. I do. No, no, my nerve, because they cut all of this was cut right here, and I can feel it when it does it. I feel it all the way down in here. But yeah, my pinky been getting stuck. I don't too much care for that. I don't too much care for that. So when y'all be seeing me do stuff like this, it's because I've been having a stretch though. Every night I've been having to stretch and like massage. Really, the backs of my legs, it's been crazy. The backs of my legs, I don't know if it's because I be sitting a lot, but baby, talking about my calves and the back of my thighs, ugh. I be like, what the heck? And then it seemed like it show up right here to the point where sometimes I can't even twist all the way. Like, you know, it's been an MS locking up my fingers and foot. I be thinking about some stuff because I've been watching some stuff and seeing some stuff, but I just be looking at stuff and then I'll just be like, well, it'll just be stuff. If that's what it is, it'll just be stuff. You hear me? I just don't even go there looking too much. Now I be seeing stuff and then I say, that's interesting. And then I just don't try not to think about it no more after that. Because some stuff be looking to me like other stuff. You know what I mean? And I just be like, I'm not going to look over there no more. All right, on to the lesson. So if you all want to screenshot this so that you can go along with me, let's do it. Trigger finger, auntie, and definitely got it. You heard me? Because it sure be itching and it's moving now. All right, here's the symbols we're going to be looking up. You can start wherever you want to on the list. You're going to need a pen and paper so you can write down or mark in your book what the symbols is so we could go together. You know what this also makes me think of? How many times have we gone into a restaurant and not paid attention to something like this that's on the wall? We just thought it was a design that was painted because they put some little swirlies and stuff in it to decorate it. But how many times have we gone into an establishment, courthouse, anything, and didn't even know what we was looking at? How many times have we, been in a place and there is a thing, get a stress ball, okay. And Auntie Judy had bought me them things. And I think it's because I be up on my elbow because I can feel it. But I do. I got the, like, look. Y'all see it? Y'all see it? Patty, don't do it in front of people, please and thank you. You are not lying. The Fox Theater has all types of demonic symbols inside of their. I noticed when I went to see Auntie P. Girl, you didn't take no pictures. Y'all gotta be taking pictures. Look at it. You petty. Don't do that. Oh, man. It feels so weird to me. I don't like it. I believe I did take pictures. I have to look for them. Okay. So from now on, when y'all going places in the next couple of weeks, when you go to a restaurant or you see something and it be like, it even has screaming faces coming out of the wall. No way. This was inside one of the restaurants. This is in the restaurant. Oh, yeah. Let's get to it. What? You just love the way I am. Thank you so much. Dream Express, do you have a real name? Can we know your real name? Or is this just you not gonna tell it? Do I know what's your real name? Cause I see your hearts and stuff, but I don't know your real name. Unless you don't want to tell us. You don't gotta tell us your whole name, just like your first name. If you open. Hey, did I put you on the spot? Unless you want to just remain. Oh, Mr. Artist. Oh, so you come over here under a different name, so I don't know who you is. Well, hello, Mr. LK Artisan. You've been over here the whole time, and I didn't even know. Hilarious. Oh, hey, sir. That's funny. Look at it. See? And people be, I just be talking to people and don't even know who they is. Just be talking to folks, don't even know who they is. It can be people over here that we blocked, and they just over here is a different name. It's okay. All right, let's go. Come on. So get your stuff so we can look and see. Whatever symbol you see first, just do that one. And I seen one. Is that 10? It's the H looking thing. No, that's different. All right, let's see what we got here. It looked like that one, but it got that swirl on the top, so that ain't it. So then I'm about to have to go look at these angel symbols. Okay. I'm going to just mark them as I find them. I did see that one though. Wait a minute. Maybe I just need to go through here first and see. They got that pitchfork looking thing, but it got curls on it. They got the 4 thing, the Fantastic Four symbol. They got that. I see that the Fantastic Four symbol is on there. That music symbol thing. It'd be nice if they gave us a, there we go. At the back, y'all, it's got like all of them, I think, at one time. Some of y'all probably already went there. So let's go looking and see if we can see these symbols, because what the heck? the triangle with the 3 lines. Is y'all looking too? Y'all still here? No? Yes? Okay. We all looking together. So that's the triangle with the 3 lines, but it don't got them 2 F things on it. That's a diamond with 3 lines, not a triangle, girl. Here we go. I might have to look in another one of my books or take my time. Okay, so there go the diamond. There it is now. But it don't got the 3 lines on it. I feel like I seen these symbols. You know what? Girl. Crazy. Please don't fall. I'm like, it's a mix of symbols. It's not just one. Yep. Y'all, they on the front of our mythology book. Our wizardology. I'm like, I know these symbols, but they're not matching. Wizardology. They're all in the front of wizardology. And I think the key to wizardology is in dragonology. Yes. I'm like, wait a minute. Yeah. No, that's the dragon script. There it is. So you need both of them. It's a mix of both of them. Yep. It's a mix of both of them. It's the dragon script that's in dragonology. It's a mix of them. It sure is. So where's this key at the top? It's right on the front of the thing. Why y'all didn't tell me, Raggedies? Y'all was just going to keep it for yourself. So the keys is right here. I'm like, I seen these symbols before, and some of them is still on there, but it's a mix of all of them. So we can decode what this says if we have wizardology and dragonology, because there go the keys right there. This right here, this one moving, the little white one, and then these. So if you got wizardology and dragonology, it's the key to the front of it. What's on here is right here. See, we knew these books was gonna come in handy, didn't we? I'm like, wait a minute. And I know these are all angel symbols as well. But you know, there it is. There go the damn symbols right there. Let me give me a piece of paper. Wait a minute. Terra is those 3 lines. Interesting. Now I have to send you the pics from the Isle of Burke with the dragons. Please do. I love it here. I love it here. I love it. I love it here. Okay, here we go. Now we're cooking. There we go. All right. So if I'm gonna start at the top of this, it's that H with the hump on the top of it. It sure is all these symbols right here. That's so crazy. Information be sitting right in your face. That's crazy. So it's O at the top. That upside down Y looking thing. Where are you? All right, move on to the next one, child. Okay. So that's a B going the other way. So O, y'all, why my hand keep jumping? And this is the thing. I know that they can write them because it's similar, but it ain't all the way similar. But if y'all getting it, thank you. We getting it together here. That's that 4 thing, but it don't got the cross on the end of it. But maybe it's still the same thing. I'm thinking it is. Maybe that's a G. I think that's an I. The underside too may be a J. That's what I was thinking too. I'm looking. So y'all know what? Do y'all mind if we get off of here and just look it up and see what we all come up with? Scavenger hunt. We don't gotta do it online. We can do it separately. Cause I want to get my books out and lay them out so I can do this. Cause I'm gonna feel like I'm ignoring y'all, and then I can make me some lunch, and then we can come back later. Y'all want to do that? I'm listening to Pocket FM, and one of the 2 stories I'm listening to involves the breakdown of different kinds of magic being used and taught. And look at us, nephew. And look how crazy it is that it's all right in our face. And but do y'all think? Now listen. Think about how outraged people was when they found out about this, right? And when they really started looking and seeing what it was. Once classy lady and our other teachers let us know that this was in the kids' school, and then it said Disney, where all the kids want to go, where they eat. Didn't I tell you they tell the kids the truth? That's Universal. Excuse me, Universal. All the kids want to go to these places, and parents are like, "F it, we gonna go," which ain't nothing wrong with it. But look, do you know that if parents had this book and this book, they'll be able to decipher those codes that they think is just weird symbols that ain't real? Who knows that they're all real? Raise your hand. You see it? Don't look at that. Tell me this ain't mind blowing to y'all though. For real. So how many of these symbols are in the Disney movies, in the universe, like, you know, Universal, all of that? You can't unsee it now because you know, hey, wait a minute, I seen that symbol somewhere before. But think about this, y'all. It is mind-blowing. It is to me too, sis. Excuse me. Not me ready to go read The Walls of Universal. Girl. Y'all don't even go. We don't even go for the enjoyment no more. We go trying to figure out. So y'all just gonna cast a spell on us while we eat. At Disney, they waved a wand and spoke bippity boppity boop over my kids, but over the kids, but not y'all. Interesting. But if y'all ever been to Vegas, check out the walls in the Hotel Luxor. I could believe it because Luxor was in Egypt. They was the magic people. That makes perfect sense. Luxor, Egypt was Egypt, right? So if they is there, it's probably some real good stuff. But look how blinded we've been, and generations prior to us too. Do anybody come up missing at Great Wolf Lodge? Exactly, and there's a light coming from the center of the hotel. Do people go? Anybody ever went missing at Great Wolf Lodge? How many kids that came up missing at Great Wolf Lodge? Think about what that's saying. You said even Windstar in Oklahoma too. Interesting. I know it's infested, but think about what could be there at night. Great Wolf Lodge just had a measles outbreak. Over here deciphering and breaking down codes. Got it. Over there deciphering and breaking down codes. That part. Let me ask you a question though. I know they got bed bugs. You said now I want to take my grandson. Listen though. Think about this. Great Wolf Lodge. Teen Wolf. Think about it. Most of the places that we go are named after these beings. You said, and Teen Wolf was my jam, but think about it. Think about it. All of these places, and people come up missing. Courthouses do have weird symbols. They sure do. I was thinking of taking my daughter to Great Wolf Lodge for her birthday. Thank you for the information. Ooh, my daughter was gonna take my granddaughter. Said, "No, they got bed bugs." She said, "Mom," and then she was like, "Yeah, they got bed bugs." I said, "I told you that already." When you say that after knowing all of this, it hits different, right? Hi, Pumpkin. Hi. So think about that though. All of the part. kids come up missing in Disney, right? Kids come up missing Universal. Most fun parks, kids come up missing, and they always got some magic shows going. What is that on Grimm? It's on Grimm, and the hospital have, girl, I know. They sure do, because it's in Indy too. The last time I had to take one of my kids there, which was like 2018, that hospital that's named after that football player, oh yeah, it's right there in the pediatrics. Sure is. Sure is. And I had just learned that symbol and said, why do they have that up here in this child's waiting room? In the emergency room. So is. That symbol for pedophilia is definitely up in the children's waiting room in Indy, for sure. I've seen it. And I believe I took pictures of it too. Like 2018, 2019. Whenever my daughter messed up her shoulder, and I was married to my ex-husband when it happened. So yeah. It was like 2017, 2018. Yes, ma'am, it is. And it's every time it's right when you go into the peds thing. Yeah. Well, it sure is. That I do know. I know you're not lying, because I seen it with my own eyes. And I said, now, why would they have that here? Because it's in the triage part. That's where it is. It's in the triage part. Because, you know, they have the triage doors, and then they got the waiting room. And then once they call you back, you go back. It's right on that wall at St. Vincent's. Show it. But think about, it makes sense because it's Ascension. Ascension symbol is the charm symbol. Witches need kids, and they need blood and tissue. Girl, you just gonna say what I just said, and I know you. We right. Yeah, exactly. It sure is. It's Ascension Hospital. It sure is. That's exactly who it is. In Indy too. It's Ascension Hospital. Yep. We said it at the same time. You was typing it and I was saying it. We said it's the same hospital. Yep. It's Ascension. And think about it. Ascension's logo is the charm logo. So it makes sense. I keep telling y'all the witches and warlocks run y'all hospitals. Nobody be believing me. But because people don't pay attention to symbols, they don't think nothing about it. But they're also the people that send you to the pharmacy. And what is the root word for pharmacy? Magic, spells, incantation, and poison. Interesting. Signals and signs and symbols, they all mean something. And we just been walking through life with our eyes. God said we got eyes, but we don't see. You can't unsee it now. That's why when folks came in here talking about my meds, you under a spell, and you go pick it up and pay a lot of money every 30 days. Stop it, minister. Don't come for me. I'm talking about no demons that's coming through no medicine now, because I believe that the Lord made herbs and spices. What's funny is my kid's doctor tried to send them to Ascension for a second opinion. I was like, nah, no thank you. Laughing but very serious. I'm trying to tell you, pumpkin. In real life, that part, let me see how many prescriptions you got. I'm trying to tell you. So how many spells you got? How many spells is you under? Tell me. You want to talk about everything witchcraft. What about the witchcraft in your purse? What about the witchcraft that is in your pocket, sir? What about the witchcraft that's in your medicine cabinet? Let's talk about that. And on that fold out little eating table that's on the side of your bed. Let's talk about those spells, can we? And those literally come with side effects. And they tell you it's a whole bunch of demons that come with this medicine. So is we going to break it down, or is we just going to leave it alone? What you want to do? Because your stuff don't come from no seed. Mine do. It grows wild. It grows wild. I'm going to need you to leave me alone. Yours ain't nothing but a whole bunch of chemicals about this much stuff that's going to help you. You said Children's Hospital in Augusta has weird lines on the ceiling. It's probably the pedo signs. I'll be darned. You make it feel bad about taking herbal medicine versus man-made. That part. God made this. Who made what you got? Making people bend over and walk like they a crab and a spider and running in the buses and stuff with superhuman strength. I don't want none of that. Eating they people face off in the back of the truck and stuff. No, I'm cool. That's exactly what spells make people do too. Seeing demons in people's eyes everywhere they go. Not now that is a gift as well, but it could also be a curse. Yeah. Tell me this ain't exciting though, y'all. For our niece and my y'all sister and y'all niece to go to these places and see the symbols that some of y'all didn't start studying until 3 years ago, 2 years ago. And I'm not saying it like, oh, you didn't know. I'm saying it like, do you see once you know the information, God just give you as much of it as he can? So for people not to know, do you understand why God be angry? Because he'll send a stranger or somebody you never met to give you information and you're supposed to go seeking and find it to understand how many other places that applies to. People told us not to study the stuff that we studied, and you can't go nowhere and not see it. Think about all the shows that we've watched where the bar or whatever, hell, even on Shrek, the bar was ran by witches and warlocks, was it not? It was magic people in that bar. That's where you went to go get your magic at. How many people get trapped in the bars and they have to go there every day, and it is like a portal once you walk through the door? Well, we don't know all the, and bars is always lined with all kinds of different newspaper articles, words, just random things all on the wall, figurines. Oh, you don't know? And in Grimm, remember, they was going to the bars, and that's who was running it, certain people. And be the very next task you have to go through or help someone else get through to learn. Come on, nephew. You said, yes, I'd be invited in places and see the symbols and be like, nah, nope. I mean, but you can help somebody if you get the information, Tasha, though. That's the only thing. Because some of these symbols is in y'all churches, too. A lot of these symbols be painted in the church, and people just think the artist came in there and just painted this artwork, and it's a whole sigil. It's a whole sigil. If you think about it, a logo ain't nothing but a sigil. Yes, I'll be trying to tell them and they don't want to listen. Think about it. Gods were known by their logo, were they not? They were known by their sigil. Angels are known by their sigils. Kings are known by their sigils. When you say that the symbols were in the churches, I started to notice symbols when people post their churches online. Even some of the names is demonic. I will highly look into them old cathedrals. Yeah. Yes. Yes. Remember Auntie showed us the one in Chicago. She said she never paid attention to the Church of the Angels or the Church of the something. Sisters of the Light. All of that. That's what. And y'all wonder why they put a cap on me on TikTok. And they put a cap on me on YouTube. And I ain't saying other people haven't talked about it, because I know they have. But definitely y'all see. I mean, and then think about even what's going on right now. And y'all wonder why they had me shadow banned. I said the only reason they're shadow banning me is because everything that we're talking about that they plan to do in the next couple of years, God told us early, and so they want the people to be caught by surprise. And looky. You said New York buildings have all them sim. Yeah. And think about it, not that I pop my, y'all know they press songs, that's fine. New York always got the creepy movies and the world destruction coming there too, because of the spirits that keep coming down in the ground and world of the war of the worlds and all of that. Yeah. A lot of our old buildings downtown has pictures on there that are suspect. I didn't notice it until Rika pointed it out. Indy too. I told y'all what happened with y'all niece when she was in the 10th. I mean, she was 10. She said, you want me to go in there? She said, them kids don't know, but I know. And God showed my baby them demons flying around the steeple down there around one of them Catholic churches. No, it was a Masonic lodge they took them to. She was only 10. She said, I'm not going there. They called me from school like, you going to have to come get her because we had to bring her back to the school because she wasn't messing with it. She said she went in there and that man was smiling at her behind her teacher back because he knew everything she was saying was the truth. DC too? Yeah, I believe it. Sure did. She was only 10 years old. She said, Mom, I saw demons. You not going to believe me? I said, I do, baby. She had never seen Ghostbusters at that time. So we going to watch Ghostbusters so you can see why Mom believe you. Gargoyles were placed to protect the person or the building from the threats like Harry Potter, Deadly Hallows movie. Right. And remember when I asked you, I said, gargoyles protect witches. Why is there gargoyles on the church unless it's witches in the church? There's a huge house around the way, and it has faces in the rocks. Listen, and think about this. Catholic and Presbyterian people, they call with the mass and stuff rites. Ritual. Rites is short for ritual. Like Rite Aid. Not RIGHT, but RTE. RITE. Rituals. You said our school mascot was a griffin. Interesting. Interesting. But think about that, y'all. Yeah. So, Church of the Seraphim. Thank you, Auntie. Church of the Seraphim, Chicago South Side. Church of the Seraphim. In order to write, you must learn how to spell. Oh. Day! Oh my God. In order to learn how to write WRITE, you have to learn how to spell. In order to learn how to do a spell, you have to learn. In order to learn how to do a ritual, you have to learn how to do a spell. Oh my God. I'll be right back. I'll be right back on that one. I'll be right back. And when you have to spell, you write the sentences. When you learn to spell, you write the baby. And each stroke of the pen or instrument is just as important as the last or first. OMG. I'm going to get my nail glue, and I forgot to take my medicine. I'm going to be right back. I forgot to take my medicine. I'm going to go take my medicine. I'm going to be right back. We supposed to be leaving. We ain't going nowhere. Y'all know what that just made me think about? All of those tests that they make us do in school. They want to see who's magically adept. Think about this. Think about this, y'all. Remember when Quentin Coldwater walked in, what's the name? Interesting. Oh, remember when he walked in and they gave him a sheet and they had to figure out the answers? And he said, you've been given a magical aptitude test. Think about geometry. And what's the what is it? Algebra. That's everything that was on his test. Chemistry, algebra, and what's the name? The New World Order for its placement test. The new word for its placement. New word for its placement test. Right. And can I be honest with y'all? I went to gifted schools growing up. I did. And I was always in a gifted class. Always. Always, 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 always. Always, which is crazy. Two of my kids too. And think about it. For government jobs, for certain careers, they only want the best of the best out of the colleges. And then normally, they always have a double life. Think about Men in Black. We've been watching you, and anybody that can run down a cephalopod, we need them on our team. Angles, number, and formulas equal magic and witchcraft and potions. Come on, nephew. Come on. Y'all, they been playing in our face this whole time. Look at them. They just don't even care. Now, can I ask y'all a question? How many Christians do you think are being deceived right now? Think about this. Even when you get a job, most times your company badge got a symbol on it. We never even question. Think about all the people working for Ascension that's Christians. Saved, sanctified. All the saved, sanctified people be working in the hospital. Cursive writing. Curse writing. Cursing rituals. Curse rituals. Oh, Lord Jesus. They don't want to hear about it when you try to tell them, listen. There was a guy in the Army who was selected for a gifted class. He had specific goggles that show celestial being helping him fight the war. I believe that. Remember when we talked about the colored glass? If you look through this thing in the sun, you see the rainbow. You see the spectrum. And think about magicians. Every time they wanted to see if a place was protected, they held a certain color. They even had that thing that they've been showing us that the pirates have forever and ever. If you think about a mass spectrometer, because I watch all of the shows where they find the ink, that the color that it shows under and all of that, when they trying to see like a check stub or something that got burned up, they put it under the mass spectrometer and it breaks it down or whatever and shows the chemicals in there. Do you realize that witches and warlocks had the mass spectrometer before they did? It's magic. Look, technology is magic. Because when they was going and getting ready to go in places, they would pull up the red, the green, the yellow to see if they could see the wards. It also let them see the person's true form. outside of what the natural eye can see. And that's what a mass spectrometer does. Different lighting will break it down. Also, remember the people who were the best in math and science, writing, or speaking as being successful and the richest people and most, successful people in history. Yep. And 3D glasses. They gave them to us too when we went to movies. Sure did give them to us when we went to movies. Musk, science and numbers. Gates, technology, numbers, and coding. I did calligraphy. It had to flow. There's a book called Calligraphy Magic. Y'all, can I ask you a question? Who loves being a student of WOIU? Can I look at my stomach hanging out. We're going to pull that up like that and bloat it. Just look over it. I still have my 3D glasses because I have 3D smart TV. Interesting. Anybody like being a student here at WOIU? Can you put your hands up? Because I do. Y'all teach me every day. And every day God gets deeper and deeper and he deepens our understanding. Now look, we all thought we was just well versed on stuff. And then he then came 3 years later and blew our minds again. Blew our minds again. He just gave us a deeper understanding. Even for taking our kids to fun parks of what is right in front of our face. Come on. Hands calligraphy. Had to learn calligraphy. Hand calligraphy is cursive script. Got it. Hardest. Got it. I got some calligraphy books in here. I was trying to learn calligraphy because I want to write in my big Bibles. I'm probably going to get a stencil and do it. I'm going to get a stencil. I'm going to just create the stencil on all the stencils of what I wanted to say, and then I'm going to put it on there like that because it is very hard. That's like Japanese and different things. It's the same kind of flicks with your hand and all of that. I tried so I could write you, but I failed tremendously. Interesting. It's all right. I'm so grateful for this class, y'all. I really am. And if you think about what we read in Daniel 1 and keep learning new things, it's a little addictive. Listen, a little. That's why, okay, so now y'all see why I don't want to spend my time just talking about people and being messy. I can be doing, you know how much I can learn in 30 minutes? It's all about the flick of the wrist. The flick of the wrist. Show is. My son bought an Xmas toy called Magic Mixes. It was a wishes pot. I told him to throw it away. Interesting. I showed y'all the voodoo pals that they gave my baby when she was in the children's house. They gave my baby so much demonic stuff when she was at Riley's. Because, you know, when you get diagnosed with something, they give you that bag with an iPad or whatever else, you know, whatever gifts they given in it. That's why they say when learning to work your wand. That's what they say when you learning to work your wand. Yeah. Absolutely. I'll be quick to say stuff is done now. Listen, I have a coworker that helps with the wand magic. What does an orchestra instructor do? And what does he use, or she? We've been deceived, Lord. We have been deceived. And you know what it made me think about? The dude on Grimm with the frog, he was eating the frogs. And when he talked to the people, the green mist came out, and they were just like, yes. Think about how people feel when they go to concerts. And they count it down. Every time. They gonna count down to the beat. They gonna count down to, and it's normally some type of light explosion right before the person comes out. Why they use smoke? Why can't they just use glitter? And most times they have them coming up out of the ground, which would be invoking, or they're falling from the sky, like all of the angels that we're not supposed to be worried about. You said you ain't lying. I stay at concerts. So think about it, Queen. They normally coming up out the ground, which is invoking, or they are falling from the sky or flying from the sky on some type of apparatus like the fallen angels, but they are the stars. Crazy. We just been stupid the whole damn time. Yep, they never just walk out on stage. They never do. And all of them say that when they are performing, they are their alter ego. Like the demon that they did the incantation, like Roman and Nikki and Sasha Fierce and Beyonce and OMG. They be telling you if they came from hell or if they one of the fallen angels. But I guess by the way they come up on the stage. That's crazy. My toes is like this in my shoes. I just want y'all to know that. We just all been stupid for a long time. No wonder God be up there about to strike everybody dead. But do you see how easy it is? Do you remember me saying to y'all when I first met y'all, when people kept coming for me for this magic stuff, and I said, well, how will you know if you're doing magic if you don't know what magic look like? How many churches take trips to Disney World and Disneyland? Definitely watching the rewatch again. Listen, if you scramble words, it becomes an anagram, like the letters that moved in Harry Potter and in Percy Jackson. That's how I know dyslexic people have a superpower. They have the same superpower that Percy Jackson had. Their brain shows them what's really there. Or like the people that can smell colors. What? Yes, when I see purple, I smell this. Or they can see numbers in colors. You can do that, Carol? Oh, you're dyslexic. This reminds the minds are captured in the willingness to be participating in the unknown, which the consciousness can be surrendered to the source of whatever is controlling the atmosphere. Interesting. It sounds weird, but I can smell electricity. I believe it. It don't sound weird to me at all. Not at all, day. Remember I told y'all that my little girl could be getting off the bus. Y'all know how apartments be where the kids gotta walk. Like if it's a driveway, everybody got their little thing, and then it's like rows of apartments, like townhouses or whatever, and everybody park on their side of the parking lot. She could be at the end of that. We lived at the end of the cul-de-sac part. That baby would be walking up. By the time she got past the first two townhouses, she could tell me what I was cooking for dinner, and she ain't even walked in the door. And we're at the end. So it's probably 5 townhouses or 6 on this row. By the time she got to the third one, when she was walking in the door, she ain't even seen the kitchen. I ain't told nobody. She could call everything I made. Every single thing. She does it still. Mind blowing. I'm talking about can't see worth a damn, for real. But that nose, like a bloodhound. Telling you. I can see sounds like musical sounds. Most people don't believe me when I say that. No, what is that called? It's another guy that I used to follow on TikTok. He can do that too. He sees sound and he can like smell color or something like that. Hey, Auntie Judy. Hey, that was your bestie, Isabel. Dysgraphia is similar to dyslexia. Letters formed by hand. Interesting. Interesting. Can I ask y'all a question? Since we just not gonna go on no scripted class because we still got the homework to do, so we can decode that. Who was surprised to know where Moses's speech impediment came from? Yes. Like I can smell green and I can smell blue. Interesting. You said, what's up with the side eye, Rodney? Rodney has been moved from his space because he got knocked down when I was getting his friend down. So we going to move him back over. Don't worry. Everybody lean in. Look, he mad because his nest didn't got tilted. You said he tearing down the books. That part is. Mm-hmm. He always got a side eye though. Look, he always side eye. All of these guys got side eyes. That's the crazy thing though. I think y'all be trying to tell me something. Cause all of the stuff y'all buy me, the eyes is angry, they side eyeing people, rolling their eyes. Harry just be looking. You know how kids, you be talking to them and they just don't blink when you talk. You like, do you hear me? And they be like that. That's what Harry up there doing. He just staring like you ain't even there. Then you talking to him. She got her eyes all up somewhere. And Ron look like he about to get into something. Ronnie didn't start off like that. He was sweet. Oh, he came with a sideline. You said my kids. Listen. Trying to tell you. Everybody here. Everybody here got attitude. I don't know. What's wrong with everybody. They get to just sit up and do nothing. Crazy. Right. Even my pinky got an attitude today. Dude, until you're not supposed to remind me because I don't want to think about it. They have a rich personality like their owner. They get it from their owner. And the purchasers of them. I feel like Hedwig up there trying to... You said what? You feel like Hedwig up there trying to bully Rodney. Listen. And then don't forget him. We never gave him a name, but he in too. Me mugging everybody. You hear me? It's a lot of stuff in here. A whole bunch of everything. Listen. Everybody just mad. Y'all did this though. Y'all do this. Just go ahead and you know what? Listen, just shit me saying, don't nobody appreciate. We do. We appreciate everybody. Everybody is appreciated. Long as don't nobody get up and start moving around on their own, they can stay. Everybody get to moving on their own. Yeah, everybody gotta go. You can't be here on that crazy stuff. I'm not doing any of that. Long as they don't move by themselves, we good. Everybody get to moving by themselves. Yep, you can have whoever you want. All of them, everybody. Because if we have any of that, what you call it, little people stuff going on, or the Indian in the cover stuff, yeah, we gonna have a problem. Can I ask you, Nick, were you in here? Are you at work before I ask this question? And if you are, do you have your headphones on? I don't know if you at work or not. I don't want to be in your business, but I got to be in your business. Because I need to ask a question real quick. Yeah, I'm real happy I can wear these press-ons. You at home, good girl. Okay, so when you be at work, for those of you that don't know, she works in like a mental hospital type place. Not to be telling your business, but I want them to know we get it from a credible source. Now that you have read and studied all that you read and study, when you hear those people in those places talking, what comes to your mind? Now, when you see all the symbols drawn, because I seen the pictures of what you sent me, what be going through your mind now? Anybody else that's worked in mental health, what be going through y'all mind now? After doing a lot of the research about medicine, about personalities, entities, different things like that, what be going through y'all mind now? For real. If you dealing with a family member that's dealing with mental illness, what if the doctor they went to was a witch? What if the doctor that because a lot of doctors say they don't believe, they believe in a higher power. They never tell you which one. You said who's talking to them? Okay. They do really be seeing that stuff. You think about a trapped spirit, okay? I actually be feeling bad and just break out and get to praying for them. I will ask my friend who we laughing at. I have a family member that has been possessed, and that spirit has told us that he is now in control. Oh, baby, when they get to talking to you, it's a trip. I know they are really seeing what they say, and I start talking to them and asking questions. Okay. You ask what realm they are transported to. Interesting. Did y'all go watch Insidious for those that had never watched it before you came here? Or anybody go back and watch all the Insidiouses and you see it in a whole different light now? You see the generational curse and how the spirit be waiting in the house when you move there? Because they're not bound by the same miles and whatever else. All they need is a doorway. Because I can tell you what I know. The first house I ever remember us having, that spirit, remember I told y'all the Hat Man? Yeah, he showed up at every house we had. My family member had some issues, and my son called out the spirit in and on her. It's another form of Hecate. Hecate. My son described it, and we searched and found it. Come on, because kids be seeing what they be seeing. Is that where the people will be seeing it smells like rotten eggs in here, or smells like, yeah? Had I not been in this class, I wouldn't have known what was happening when the patient manifested on me. Listen, I volunteer in mental health, and I ask curious questions so I can understand them better. I pray over them. Good job. Just like on Supernatural, the mother being stuck in that house that her kids was trying to trap her in which she was luring me in there to unalive them. Yep. Think about it, y'all. How much better do you think that the church could help people if they had a lot of this information and actually used it? Because as you can see in Daniel, in the Testament of Abraham, in all of the books that we read, the people that God used, most times they were well versed in a lot of areas in life, not just one. David didn't just know how to play music. He knew altar calls would flow like rivers. Come on, Mari. Cause shouting out scriptures ain't always the answer. You gotta find them an answer. It's deep, and my client is a witch and study spells. I work with adults with intellectual disabilities at night. Interesting. In Mayfair witches, they had a demon attached to their family that ended up investing into a human through birth. Girl, this happens more than you know. The church's eyes will be wide open. I see a lot of the same spirits on individuals. I'm trying to tell you. It's so many people that could have done more for God if the church would go get the information to truly help them. And then the first thing they say is they backslid. No, you didn't have no medicine at your hospital. Hello? Hello? Oh, I thought somebody was saying something. You heard what I said? I said, no, your hospital ain't got no medicine. When the doctor don't know, they call other doctors. And if that doctor don't know, they call another doctor. And they ask that doctor to reach out to the doctors that they know to see if anyone has ever heard of this sickness before. But guess what? Saints don't do that. They don't. They don't do it. I have my oil on and I walk and pray all day. Most of them know what they're talking about. Their families just can't see, especially the pastors that come through. Hallelujah. Salvation and glory. Hold on. My uncle was in a monastery at the age of 11. He came out of his mind. He lost his mind. My husband asked our doctor a question and she bust out her computer like, ma'am, I could have did that. You are literally in my text and mind last night thinking about how much time has been wasted not knowing. Wow. And how much of it will be charged to me for not knowing or doing. Listen. If you God told us, in all thy getting, get what? And understanding. So when the Bible talked about the witch of Endor, what do you think we were supposed to do? What was we supposed to do? I think people just skip over she was able to bring up the prophet's soul from wherever it was. She had enough power to bring the prophet's soul from wherever it was. Okay. No. Let's do another one. Where did the people that went up against Moses get the power to undo what God did? Because the Bible records that they could do what he did. That, Rika. That. How did she have the power to do that? How did they have the power to turn stuff back? The Bible lists magicians so many times in there. But the first thing church people will tell you to do is stay away from it. You stay away from it. Well, how will you even know if you're doing magic if you don't know what magic look like? How many of you thought that you could recognize magic before you got here? And then you realized you was doing all kind of magic. Knowingly and unknowingly. Some of y'all knew, some of y'all didn't. You thought you knew what magic looked like? Be honest. Did it look like people that wear dark clothes and all of that? Or people that when you go to their house you see statues up there? Baby, I had to stop doing Sudoku. Okay. You said, how you gonna stay away from it when it's all around you? You said, I got a testimony. I'm just saying, you think about, the Bible says, in all thy getting, get an understanding. He didn't. If people say God didn't put it in there for nothing, but did you study it though? You memorize. People like, oh, John 4:16. I have no idea what it says, cause he don't. That's not how I memorize it, and so I might get the name wrong. I might, because I don't get to memorize it like that, because I gotta read so much of the story that I don't get to just memorize it and know. I don't get to do it. Now, back in the day when I was a 66er, I had it down. I ain't gonna lie to you. I could spout it out and knew the main ones and all of that. But now I be like, uh, it's something. Y'all know the story. Well, go look it up. You hear me? Yeah. Because again, look at how, okay, we know the story of Balaam and the donkey, right? But who knew that he was involved in Moses' life so young? And then to find out that Nimrod and him was there when Abraham was born. The story is being revealed the more, listen, the more learned and researched. Exactly. How many pastors do you think know that that's where he got his speech impediment from? For real. And why he couldn't talk. This makes Pharaoh let my people go so much more different. Because to say a bold statement like that when your lip is burned and your tongue don't work the way they're supposed to, them words hit different. It hits different. Like some of these pastors that be casting out demons and don't know which one is inside of the person about to get themselves folded up. Studying and gaining knowledge is not believing in or worshiping. That has a lot of people scared to find out the stories. This part. I used to ask too many questions. All the Sunday school teachers hated to see me coming. I know they did. They start putting me in an adult class. Petty. They didn't want me to rub off on the children. They did not want me to rub off on the kids. Just raggedy. Anyway, I don't know. Like I said, I'm grateful for what we are learning here. And I know that this is not the normal way to learn the Bible, but I'm grateful for it. And that's why I kept telling folks, I can't go back to that regular. I cannot. Ushered out quickly. Come on this way, little girl. I'm trying to tell you, they used to put me out. I was in the adult class very early. Before 10, I could sit in on adult Sunday schools. They put me out. I used to just sit in the sanctuary with my mama. Yep, that's where I was at, Nicole. I'm trying to tell you, they sending me right on out there with her. Right on out there with her. I used to be answering and asking questions, did. When I was giving meds the other night, my client was talking about her charm necklace and what it does and its charging mechanism. Ooh, I thought about class and what you taught us. Listen, it be right in your face. Was put right on out there in the adult class. They grabbed you by the skin on the back of your neck. Deal. What you got to remember, my grandmother was a pastor. I was her first grandbaby, so she was putting all that in me. I didn't do for the first like 3-4 years of my life. I was with her every day. So if she was getting her lesson together, preaching, talking to other pastors, that's all I heard. Literally. If there was a way to learn the word and make it stick, and understanding this is it. Thank you, Pumpkin. Thank you, Auntie. I'm excited for it. That's why I can't go back to just sitting. I'm not knocking nobody that go to church, but I don't like fast food no more. I'll take the slow cook. It's taking us a long time to really barely get through Genesis because we really ain't even out of it. And we've been here 3 years. We is, but we ain't. Because every time we go looking at something, it leads us right back to Genesis, does it not? I don't care if it's Genesis 35. It's one of the asking demons what their name is helps you find out. Yeah, you gotta know everything. God named everything, even the different types of dirt and roots. Back to the beginning. Exactly. It takes us all the way back there all the time. Yeah, I know. I'm grateful to God, though. Exactly. I need the down home slope. Right. Look how long it's taken us to get through, and we still got so much more to do. But now, do you see why I say good 10 years of study? You still be like, because I'm so glad we learned the way we do here. Being so open minded opens the doors to so much knowledge. I recently found Enoch's Norse name and its meaning because I dare to seek and find. Come on, Pumpkin. It takes us all back to the foundation. It does. But it also opens up your it broadens your horizons of people that you can talk to too. So you don't have to be offensive when somebody say, "Oh, blah 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 blah." You say, "Oh no, you know that." So yeah, that's the Greek version of such and such, and the Greek. Oh, you know, yeah, and blah 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 blah. So. You hear me? So now you didn't opened up your you got a bigger space. You didn't enlarge the territory. Honey, this lady tried to say Jesus used crystals. I said no, he didn't. She said, "How you know?" I said, "Because I read the Bible." And then she went on about her business, girl. They be mad when you know, Rika. Saying if why we just can't do what we want to do and use what we want to use without being judged. Oh, ain't that crazy? I mean, you can. You don't gotta worry about me judging you, sister. Right? But God talked about rocks and sticks. My people was praying the rocks and sticks. A crystal is a rock. And don't say it ain't, because y'all be wanting a rock on y'all fingers. So a crystal is a rock. My mother-in-law, okay, asked why I don't come to church anymore. I said, because the Bible says, study to show thyself approved. I'm seeking for myself. And look how much you found. We are open-minded to accepting the truth. Look how much y'all found when y'all got open-minded. You've been able to help hundreds of people, if not thousands. Because I know y'all share on social media or talk to y'all friends, and you know folks can't help but repeat what they hear. That part. But don't fabricate it, my daddy, right? I even get excited watching shows. They show the Vikings and seeing how their religion is so similar to the stories from all over the world. Their dad really sent his word everywhere, even if some misinterpret it. It's the story, is it not, baby girl? It's the Bible. So they say, I don't believe in the Bible, but you read it. You read any mythology? Yeah, I do actually. Oh, okay. Well, you like the Bible, you just don't know. It's okay. My doctor said Happy Easter. I said no, thank you. But that's a pagan holiday. Ishtar, his eyes got big and he said, "You know?" I said, "Yes." He smiled. Interesting. That part. Do? You said you have answered a lot of my questions pastors won't talk to me about. Girl, I know, because they wouldn't talk to me either. Well, why do they say this right here? We ain't supposed to worry about that, got it. The fact that I learned more here in 3 years than going to different churches my whole life is really sad. I be thinking about that too, baby girl. I do. And you gotta think, on all sides of my family, I got Kojic, Baptist, Methodist, what's the name? Yes, ma'am, Queen. Being in this class helped me understand a lot of my life is not stress. I don't worry, and I let it be. If she would have said he used the ephod and thumamin, that's different. I know when I spelled that wrong. It's all right, pumpkin girl. This is a hood school. We know what you mean. You don't have to use punctuation or nothing. We don't care if you use there, or there. We know what you mean. It just matters what the point is. All the rest of that is extra. There you go. Moving on. We're fine. I don't even care about that. I know what you meant. That's all that matters. Because some people say a whole bunch of stuff and they don't mean none of it. I know what you mean. I don't care about none of that. You ain't got to use capital letters and nothing. My son ear hustling just told me that they are learning religion in their history class. Are they supposed to be taking? Yeah, they do. hmm It's important. Why do you think they have these books in there? They teaching them religion from the beginning, baby girl. Kindergarten. hmm Yep. They start teaching them witchcraft, and they teach all of it at once. I broke down the history about how the Jesus on a Roman candle at the store was Caesar Borgia or Borgia, however you say his name. How witches use these candles. A lady on the aisle put it back. I didn't even know she was listening. Come on. Okay, they didn't teach it to us like that. We had comparison religion class. Well, you have to think. It's because back then, Queen. I mean, we had the internet, but it's not used like it is now, so they know they can't. Back, we just had to believe whatever the teacher said. Most of our parents wasn't taking us to the library to do no in-depth study. Right, right, right. But when they taught us history and they taught us about all the different things, it was there, but it wasn't like it is now, because they can't just tell these kids anything, because they know the kids can get online and find it for themselves. So they had to kind of do, in certain areas, a more in-depth study about what's going on, because kids is asking questions. The same pastor I left said he knows Easter and Christmas is a pagan holiday. He still wants to have his kids take pics with it, Bunny and Santa, because he don't want them to be weird. So why would they tell you about the rapture again? Why would they tell you about the mark of the beast when they know the truth about Easter and Christmas and won't tell you because they don't want you to feel, ooh wee. Now you see why all the ministers used to come in here giving me a hard time. And y'all wonder why. They won't let people read stuff because they don't want them to know the truth. That's why they say, no, we ain't reading that. Cause then I know you a liar and you ain't who you say you is. And you don't believe what you say you do. Let my son be weird then. He says Santa is a demon and so are aliens. Come on. But not all aliens are demons though, because some of them is our good angels too. They not from here either. Yeah. They want you to follow blindly. And this is why pretty much every church I've been to, they used to be trying to not let me, they used to be trying to set me down, because that's not what that means. That's not what that's talking about. Like, it's crazy, but look at what we do here. And guess what? You know where they say, what is it? Saul, what's the scripture? Saul moved however many, and David did 10,000s or something like that. What's the scripture? I don't remember it all. Don't slay me. Y'all know what I'm talking about? Is it Saul Slade or whatever? Thousands, and I think David did tens of thousands or something like that, or hundreds and then thousands. Y'all know the scripture? Can y'all please help me out? I need that person that'll find it for me. Y'all is the people. So, you know what I feel like with this? That's what I feel like with this. I feel like when we got here, right? Before y'all, I had talked to thousands of people, right? Right? God allowed me to talk to millions of people. But in that, you all have maybe shared information with billions of people. Right? So most of the pastors that I know, they minister to hundreds. God let me move all over the world and I got to do thousands. And then he put me here where it was millions. But if we looking at how the disciples went out, you all total with all of the people that have been through WO, had you, whether it be one time of sharing the book of Enoch, the OTP, a story in there, that could easily be billions of people that have been affected by something as simple as the giants, mermaids. They might have came here listening to us talk about what was in this book and they went looking. That's how I be feeling sometimes in this situation, because I believe that it was a lot of people that was set free by TikTok too. It's a lot of people this God is giving them a thirst for deeper in the word. But how can you go deeper if every single church you go to, all the pastors sound the same? And they move the same and they act the same, and you can only study what they allow you to study. And now we know that that didn't come down from God, that came down from the government. So how many people do y'all think have been set free because God has been telling them to look into stuff, but their organization or their pastor has told them not to? I told my boss, I believe that too, and do. I told my boss about my dream I had about him. Now people at my job started a Bible study. I feel like I did good. This. Go day. You said people, not a person. You said peoples, not a percent. Plural, like a whole bunch of folks is having Bible studies at your and could you just give me a random number about how many people might be listening? Because this is exactly what I'm talking about. It. Yes, multiple people. I didn't even think they was listening to me. They was, Pumpkin Bud. They was. And I be trying to tell you, I told y'all people act like they not listening, but they be listening. They might not ever let you know that they went and looked it up, but they did. But do you see what I'm saying? You hear me? Because y'all go in the grocery store talking about it, in the Uber talking about it, in the dental office, at the pregnancy things, in surgery. Y'all talking to your surgeons before y'all go in about it. Uh, I always be having you playing on the speaker at work, and they be ear hustling. Hilarious. This is what I'm talking about right here. Even for all of our little babies that's having our teenagers and our young adults that's having their Bible studies with their friends. And this is why you can't hoard information. I was talking to my physical therapist about it. I recommended him pics and parlor, and he invited me to his church. Interesting. Oh, pigs in a parlor, and he invited you to his church. Interesting. You said, I don't know if you want me to go there, physical therapist. They might kick me and you out. You just be careful what you ask for now. A little bird once told me a certain government funding is not available to pastors who do not talk and preach as instructed. So some will sell out and sugarcoat the word for the worldly chick. I told y'all I know what y'all be meaning. Just give me a minute. I got you. Told you. It is what it is. I understand the language. All I'm gonna say is this. I'm grateful. I'm grateful. Because the 12 made the 72, and the 72 made we don't even know how many. Voice command be having me talk like an elementary student, and it's okay because I can read all of it. All of it. I can read it. I've learned. I do. Well, think about it. Think about it, y'all. You can't even count how many people you done told about the OTP, probably. Random stories out of there, or you, because now you do it, it's just, you don't even, you know what I mean? Before, if you hear anything, see anything, you talking to somebody, you never know who's listening. Think about it. Y'all didn't walk through the store with our on blast. Y'all played our class when y'all outside. Play the class if y'all working. Think about how many people seeds y'all sold into just by listening or participating in class. You never know. You said facts and Dollar Tree. That part, I had a random guy come up to me talking about the Bible at Chipotle. I knew it was dead. I told him about the OTP. This part, I was stopped really bad twice, terrified once through the window while I was sleeping. Oh, girl, I know about it. Definitely know about that. Goodness gracious. A friend of mine has started not only listening, but has stepped back from her church to seek. Listen. Who understands now? Who was here for the Mammon class that we just did the other day? Was it yesterday or the day before? We did the Mammon explanation. The y'all know what I mean. I don't know why it ain't coming to me, but y'all know. Who was here for that? She was born and raised Kojic. Her dad was a big bishop in Tennessee. Interesting. Ooh-wee. Definitions. My girl finally opened a Bible I gave her 2 years ago in God's time. Okay. So y'all remember when we was talking about, when we listed what mammon looks like, what the worship of mammon looks like, what it looks like, and then we compare that to how church is right now, right? Y'all remember we did this. Materialism, wealth, riches, this, okay? Okay. So think about what this baby said, that the pastor is going to keep celebrating certain things and the people don't know. And then money is why they won't teach outside, and they have lied to generations of people and told them God only wants us to read this, because that's, you couldn't have told me that, like, they told us don't read nothing outside of this, but we could read TD Jakes' books, Joyce Meyer's, anybody that was claiming to be a Christian, we could read their books, but anything outside of anything that had to do with Jesus and Christianity, you are not able to read it. God brought me to this community. The word said the church was within us, not a building. This is my church family. Come on. Right? Now think about this now. Now look. God said you cannot serve two masters. You can't serve God and money, God and materialism, God and fashion. I mean, not fashion. God and materialism, God and wealth, and I can't remember what the other one is, right? But these pastors have said, I will not teach the whole word or all that God has given me, because then I won't have no money. And when you go in there, everything is about materialism and wealth. Right? Right? You are very correct, Pastor Jackson. Here is his congregation. Celebrates the congregation. Isn't ready to hear the truth. Okay, let me ask you a question. So when I asked y'all about the synagogues, I said, oh, you said Pastor Jackson here said his congregation isn't ready to hear the truth. Interesting. Okay. So do y'all think that those are the synagogues of Satan? Because they said you can't serve God and mammon, or God and money. So are the synagogues of Satan the one where the dude is sitting there with all black on, or are they somewhere else? Because Lucifer is all about big, gaudy, beautiful, and shiny, honey. Extravagant, opulence, decadence, you know, grandeur, and of it all. Mm. Y'all go find the scripture real quick. Please do the search. What is mammon? Please. I know we did it the other day, but it's a good refresher. What is mammon? They say you can't serve two masters. Okay. God and mammon. But what is mammon, Mr. or Mrs. Materialistic person? I just can't take a pastor with a big gaudy jewelry seriously and then turn around and ask for money. And now do y'all see why y'all didn't move the way she did? Sits in the corner and yell, possibly both of them. Up! Up! Think about it. Do they line up? How about getting a new Range Rover but can't have a working drinking fountain? My grandma had Lincolns. Yep. Meaning wealth regarded as an evil influence or false object of worship and devotion. It was taken by medieval writers as the name of the devil. Covetous, revived in this sense by Milton. Interesting. So wealth regarded as an evil influence or false object of worship and devotion. Materialism. Who feels like your wardrobe kind of changed a little bit from how you used to dress when you got here? You don't do so much anymore. Not saying that you don't pop out when you need to, but for the most part, you might have changed the way you dress every day. I stay in PJs now. You mean you stay in your uniform? You stay in your uniform. I know some of us, you got to go to work, but when you come home, it might be a different than what you used to put on. You do a little less. Interesting. Interesting. Who felt like God started stripping you when you came here? I never really dressed all that great, but I did. I used to love Coach. That's what I mean. Whatever it was your thing. He started stripping you of who you thought you were. You said, I'm in scrubbers or Pete, girl. That part. Big tees and sweatpants like a little boy. Heels ain't seen the light of day in a while, girl. Me especially with my eyelashes. Come on. Come on. Come on. Can I ask you a question though? Are people more open to listening to you now about the Bible? I used to beat my face before I went anywhere. I haven't worn makeup in for real in so long. I don't even remember how to do it anymore. Girl, this. I barely even dress up. My second ear hole starting to close. I barely put earrings on. I'm not wearing lashes as much. Interesting. You said like peeling a banana did. You said you was being stripped when you found the class. Okay. Okay. Some of y'all might have started getting stripped before. Just as it's been riding a bike. It's just like, but you say if you need to, it'll come back. But think about it. Think about this. A lot of what we did made us appealing to the world. Not saying you can't look your best and all of that. But after all of that, sometimes we didn't have time to talk to people. Sometimes we were not approachable when all of that was on. Not saying always, but sometimes people couldn't hear because they couldn't get past what they saw. You hear me? And that's not saying you can't still beat your face or do whatever. But God needs you to be appealing to the fish, the lost. Again, when most people see church people, what do? If they can look at you and tell you in church, what do? They run. They turn the other way. If they see you walking with a Bible and you got they gonna turn around. People don't do that now, do they? They don't even think they gonna get the conversation that they getting out of you. Do they? Most people probably don't think that you're gonna talk to them when you open up about a subject. You said sneak right up on them and do. Y'all be running the church people away now. Petties. I started wearing makeup and I took out my earrings from my nose and went natural. Crazy. I still got mine. You said, yep, I experienced it Friday. So the church people be running from y'all now? The church people be ignoring you? You didn't turn into the crazy church person? Raise your hand if you didn't turn into... Raise your hand if you didn't turn into the... You said we learned from the best. Yeah. Y'all be running folks away now, but in a good way. I was in Walmart one day and some guy walked up to me and asked, do I read the Bible? He ended up being a pastor who had written a book and he gave it to me. It was about spiritual warfare. Interesting. You said, where's Tara? She around here somewhere, Maury. Oh, there you go. Hey, girl. And will. You said what? You said you want to know about the Lord. What part? Which part of it? I was like, do I have God stamped on my face? Hilarious. You said bank and slice. This part. This the thing. You said, did you ask them, do they read outside of the 66? Do y'all be asking people that? Y'all be willing to get bopped in y'all eye. Y'all be asking people, do you believe that there's books out? What do you say? People at church look at to the pastor for a little bit of dopamine, but will turn right around and wonder why they have no joy, miserable because they don't go straight to the source. My son was just talking about that. We was on the phone till 2 o'clock this morning, me and my son, and we talked about how people only say what their pastor say. And if you tell them something, they gonna go ask their pastor, and if their pastor say no, that's just it. They don't even go look for themselves after that. They won't even go try to find it and read it for themselves. If they go and they ask they pastor, somebody said something to me the other day, and they didn't even have to go to the pastor. You could have went and looked and found out for yourself. But if pastors say no, that's it. Or they don't believe it again, like I said, until some big old pastor or somebody mention a little bit about it, then they might be open and listen to it. Which is scary. It is. It's a terrifying thing when you think about it. Think about how many people still, like I keep saying it, they really don't even realize what time we in right now. Or they'll talk about a person being under a spell of drugs and they don't even realize they are too. They are trying to police the world with minimal knowledge on what they barely know. Starts car and drives off. Mari, skirt them tires for me. Dude. Hollering and screaming in people's faces and stuff, and you don't even know what you're talking about. Confusing folks. I want to have that conversation with my mom, but I'm too afraid to do so. She is a true church goer. Girl, I already know mine is too. She just was telling me, I ain't going to believe that I ain't going to be here. You ain't going to tell me. Baby, I said, but I am. I need you to be quiet. Listen, I used to wear dresses because I was one of those pants is for men, women, but now I wear sweats and t-shirts because I heard you say, what does it matter what's on the outside? Girl, Keisha. Whole apostolic, babe. We used to have to wear hair coverings and everything. Folks is wondering why I'm 14 with a doily on my head. In one church, you couldn't have none of your hair showing. They might give you a little bang, babe. Had to be 3/4 length up, baby. Couldn't go nowhere without no stockings and no slip-on, sweating all day. No color, nothing on your face. You can use some chapstick and you might be able to use a little bit of powder to keep the oil off your face. You will not ever come in here with a colored polish on your hands or nails or toes. And everything had to be buttoned, pinned up, or listen, baby, I came up old school apostolic Pentecostal. I know all about it. You said my granny's church all day. And then we went to one where everybody had to wear the same color. My mom was like, yeah, I'm going to wear the color, but I'm not wearing them clothes. Rebellion. Rebellion. But she just said it seems like we are in the last days. I just looked at her and said, I've been prepping for a time like this. And she changed the subject. Girl, they always do. Mine did too. They always do it. Girl, I went to churches you cannot even wear red for real, ever. You better not ever come up here and hear no. Certain colors wasn't even allowed. Colors. You couldn't get braids. Nothing. Girl, it was all the spirit of control. You had, they want you to tell them. You had to discuss what you did with the pastor and all this other stuff with your. I said, listen, when I get married, you niggas is not gonna go no nothing. I'm not telling you nothing. It said the marriage bed is undefiled. Absolutely not. Who are you telling how to wear my hair? Girl, get set down in the church. What you mean? Come in almost like you came into the word. I'm trying to tell you. No red lipstick or nail polish. Girl, not even pink. Yes. Girl, listen. And that's why I used to be getting kicked out. I ain't telling you nothing. I'm not telling you anything. You couldn't even wear pink. You couldn't wear white. You couldn't wear nothing. Natural nail, period. You better not to have too many coats of clear on. Yep, clear. If you wore red, you were a Jezebel. Yep, no pants. And you better not have no stockings under that ankle length skirt. I'm trying to tell you. Listen, I know all about it. Yep, y'all gotta think I was going to the Northwest District Council and all of that back when I was 4 and 5. We staying in hotels because my grandma was a pastor, so we had to travel. Girl, too many coats are clear. I guess if you wave hallelujah and somebody see you sitting up, you couldn't wear no fake nails. They tell you better grow your own. Girl, we couldn't wear tips. Nothing. None of that. Yep, I had a friend and they told her she needed to stop idolizing her past. Oh, yeah. We couldn't wear fake nails or nothing. I think the only time they let you get that is when you was you could wear a little makeup on your wedding day. Light. And you could get your nails done for your wedding day and keep them on like for the time that you was at your honeymoon, but after that strict. All that gotta come off. If you went to the gym, you had to have on a skirt and put pants under it, and I bust they noggins. I said, so then y'all teaching everybody that it's okay to do hidden sin? Excuse me? I said, you're just teaching them to hide the sin, because if pants is wearing a sin, if wearing pants is a sin, you should not ever have them on. And so what y'all teaching us is cover the sin. Baby, I was 22. They was like, it's time for you to go. She's rebellious. Get her out of here. I'm saying, is it a sin or not? Because if wearing pants is a sin, you just told me to go get some leggings or some sweatpants when I go to the gym and wear my skirt over my sweatpants. If you should not ever be telling me to put no pants nowhere near me if it's a sin. You said, so basically asking questions got me kicked out of every church. Man, when I went to Southern Baptist School, they even had the cheerleaders. Yeah. 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 And I was young too. Baby, listen. I've been like this. Wait a minute now. If wearing fingernail polish is a sin, you shouldn't be able to do it on your wedding day because y'all making excuses for sin. Is it sin or is it not? Tell me. I guess Ezra would have been jailed the way they act. Listen. This the thing. People don't believe. Oh, I got that glue on my hands. A lot of it too. People don't. Listen. People don't believe. And that's when I start seeing. This ain't got nothing to do with God. This has to do with control. Be having so much concern about the clothes I got on, but not asking why the pastor be taking the clothes of the deacon's wife. Child, I could only imagine how roasted people was getting baked in the summer and sun. Did. Because I used to have to wear my hair coverings to school. Did. And I went to school with all white kids for the most part. Elementary. They used to be like, what is that thing on your head? Like, why do you have to wear that? So you can't show your hair, but I can see your hair through the holes. Why? Why do we have to do this? Just makes me think the church people, my rap wasn't rapping. Listen, no, they made us wear like so it wasn't so odd. You know the hairnets folks be having. I had a Jerry curl. But you know the hairnets that the lunch lady used to wear, but back in the 80s, everybody was wearing those. Either both feet or, you know what I'm saying? So my mama but then bought every color to match all my clothes. Y'all see how she do. She gonna color coordinate everything. So I'm going to school with these things on, and these kids is looking at me like, she might leave me a little bang out. Yep, the infamous lace net. That's. I have a great friend. She's Jehovah's Witness and the first person outside of my family to offer help me study. I was intrigued. They as well follow Christ. It got me started on my journey. But at some point, yeah. Listen, I've had it is. And have you looked at all that has come out about it now? Just in the last few years about the JWs. Yeah. So you think about it, and they have all these man-made rules that have nothing to do with your soul, but they be having you practice witchcraft by buying rocks and praying to them that God gonna give you a blessing, and got you putting your money in front of rocks on the altar and all this old stuff. All the while the pastor is wearing he telling you don't worship idols. Excuse me, but everything on his clothes is about a false god. Every symbol on his clothes is a false god. Listen, you know what, petty girl, and that's what happened. They asked me about working at, yeah. There's somebody you know where you get that food. Are you the lunch lady? All that old weird stuff. Hello, that is Shirley calling to report abuse of your people. I'm trying to tell you. That's why when folks kept trying to put all the rules here, the only rule we got is don't get too crazy. You can learn whatever you want to learn here, wherever God leads you, because that's just more subjects that we all learn about. Our only rules is really respect, be respectful. That's really the only rule. Be respectful to the other people in your class. And don't get on my nerves. Them was like the only two rules we got. You said, I know this is off subject, but y'all, it's snowing. This is right. I saw some places. What's about? Girl, is it? The day after tomorrow is happening everywhere. The day after tomorrow. We under a freeze warning, even though it's like whatever outside right now. I was talking to the man at the store yesterday. I said, you know we under a freeze warning? He said, I don't think so. I said, no, we're under a freeze warning until like tonight or tomorrow morning. It's supposed to be like 32 degrees tomorrow, so it might be snowing here tomorrow. It might be snowing here tomorrow. Chestnuts were open on an open fire. It's snowing where y'all at too, Mari? I know we getting 32 degrees tomorrow. Crazy. Wow. So that's the crazy weather we getting coming back this way then tomorrow. I'm gonna try to cover up my stuff outside then. Wow. I'm gonna cover up my vegetables. I shouldn't have set them out there then, because I seen that a couple of them lost their little flowers. I think because it got too cold. So I got some netting I'm gonna put over them. Hopefully that'll help keep some of that frost off of them. I wouldn't be surprised if they're trying to ruin all the crops. Whatever crops is left, and they know people are planting now, it makes sense if they start playing with the weather. Flurries there tomorrow. It was like that yesterday in Texas. Okay. Well, we done been on here a long time talking about all kind of stuff. I'm about to go get me some food and lay down. That's what you think, but now you see why God wanted us to plant inside too, though. You said the last frost, but will it be, T? With the way they playing with the weather, they know a lot of people have been planting their own gardens. That's the easiest way to kill off and get right back to their plan. Ruin the crops. That's what they've been doing this whole time. I believe that's why God told us to try to plant in the house or indoors as much as we can. Because they playing with the weather. So if they want to make it snow in July, they can. Don't be surprised if no seeds actually germinate this year. I'm trying to tell you. Or prolong it so the crops don't crop like they should at the end. Yep. Because all of that fits in their plan. All of it. We really living in a movie. 29 on Wednesday. Yeah, we really living in a movie. We are really living in a movie. You too. We really living in a movie. I did start. I didn't start them. I bought already whatever plants. The plants I got was already started. I only started a few seeds. I saw that. But yeah, I'm about to go, y'all. Y'all already have to self-pollinate y'all plants. I was just talking to somebody. Bring the bees back, right? Right. I'm about to go eat, y'all. Because I don't want. I'm starting to feel sick to my stomach. Yeah. Yep. I love y'all. I'll see y'all in a little bit. Now, I might fall asleep. Last night I woke up at 9 o'clock. I didn't get back on here because I figured y'all be asleep. It was like 9 or 10. But if I lay down and I wake up, whatever time I get up, we'll get on here. It might not be till 10 o'clock. I don't know because I'm getting old and stuff just don't be the way it's supposed to. So, I'll see y'all in a little bit, but I gotta go make me something to eat. Ugh. Menopause is like being pregnant. You still go through all the same symptoms. Like if you don't eat fast enough, you eat too much, you feel like you gotta throw up. It just be body uncomfortable. It's nuts. And you never know when it's gonna stop. Wake up, you sweaty, you got mood swings, you nice, then you crying. Baby, listen here. Goodness gracious. I love y'all.